Monday live stream where I answer your questions about how to get the best cell phone plan, how to get an incredible deal on a new phone, and so much more. We have some wonderful, amazing, friendly faces in the chat. We have VC here. We've got Voodoo 1013 here. Welcome. Great to see you guys. Planaholics. I like it. That is me. I am definitely addicted to the plans. Gabriel is here. What is up? Great to see you. We've got Yimi in the chat. Great to see you. AIDS, great to see you. Iceberg, what up, S? What up, Iceberg? Hopefully you're not melting out there yet. Steven is here. Great to see you. Voodoo 1013 again. Jordan is here. Kevin is here. Kevin, good evening from Lakeland, Florida. Kevin, Florida sounds awesome right about now, not going to lie. Happy iPhone season. Giancarlo, happy iPhone season to you as well. Hopefully I pronounced that correctly. Mike is peaking a bit. Thank you, Trevor. Audio man himself saving the day. Hopefully that's better. Let me make it so I can hear myself. That might help some things a little bit. Boom. We have Sean Duffy here. Welcome, Sean. Great to see you in the chat. Max is here. Welcome, Max. Oh, interesting. Max is saying he has total, and when he updated to, I'm imagining this is iOS 26, the carrier name in the status bar of the iPhone updated from TracFone Wireless to Verizon. Tommy is here. Welcome, Tommy. How you doing tonight? Hope you're doing well. Max, literally hyped for the orange iPhone 17 Pro. Yeah, Max, they made that color for you. It could not be more orange. Like, it is vibrant. It is bold. It is decidedly orange. Great to see you. Alexander is here. Great to see you in the chat, Alexander. Big Tank, what is up? Whoa, too quiet. All right, let's boost this a little bit. Are we getting, we're getting better here. Let me go to my settings, make sure that the audio is sounding good for you guys. 2i2. We don't have automatically adjust the mic volume on, so hopefully this is okay. That's better. Perfect. Perfect. Trying to make this sound as good as possible. Bentley is here. Hello. Gabriel, that's a lot better. Hey, that's why you guys are here early. You get to hang out and fix audio issues. Interesting. We got Steven coming in with a question. My question is about the best business phone plan. AT&T, Verizon, or T-Mobile. I switch tomorrow. I cannot order phones through Apple and finance on a business plan. Any loophole? Oh, that's interesting. Yeah, so if you are a business customer, I guess you can't finance through Apple. And that was kind of the big thing. I made a video recently that's low-key doing really well, so I'm stoked on that. And it was why you shouldn't buy your new iPhone 17 Pro Max from your carrier. Really, I think most phones you probably shouldn't buy from your carrier. You may want to buy directly from the manufacturer, but with iPhones especially. So let me add this in here so you guys can take a look. iPhone 17 Pro. If you go to pre-order, what you can see is you can actually get the carrier deals. So if we zoom in, at the top it says carrier deals at Apple, and you're eligible for the exact same deals that the carriers offer. But unfortunately, if you're a business customer, you're not able to take advantage of these. So, Steven, candidly, I'm not sure. I would probably go with whatever network is best in your area. We have covered some of the business plans here before, but it's not something I know off the top of my head. I think Verizon's probably got some good ones, AT&T some good ones, T-Mobile some good ones. So probably, yeah, whatever network is best in your area. Wish I had a better answer for you. Gabriel's asking, what's the best way to get a new phone every year at the cheapest cost on T-Mobile? Experience more. Not trying to switch or upgrade because I have 4 lines. Go to next comment. Is the way to get a trade-in to cover the rest of the 24 months financing, and I want a new, not used phone. Keep up the great work. Gabriel, I do actually have a spreadsheet for you. So working on a video, cheapest way to get an iPhone 17 Pro Max. And this is like a crazy in-depth analysis on all the options depending on what phone you have and what you are trading in. So if you're trading in, if you want to upgrade every year, which it sounds like you do, or every 2 years, maybe it's every 2 years, you can go in here, group by lines, and it sounds like you have 4 lines. So we'll go to the 4-line section, and you're on T-Mobile. So it turns out with T-Mobile, if you're upgrading every 2 years, this is very specific. If you're on T-Mobile, you're upgrading every 2 years. It turns, and this is for all lines on the account. it turns out the T-Mobile Experience Beyond plan will be a little bit more affordable than the T-Mobile Experience More plan. Now, why is this? It's not by much. It's, what is that, like under $20 per line? But the reason I think is because T-Mobile Experience Beyond is giving you $1,100 of trading credit, whereas Experience More is only giving you, I think this is actually $830 of trading credit if you go directly through T-Mobile. But that difference, or maybe no, T-Mobile was $800. It was Verizon that was doing $830. Yeah, Verizon's doing $830. But either way, it's that $300 difference in trading credit that makes T-Mobile Experience More just a little bit more affordable. And again, the credit is actually going to be applied. It depends, I guess. If you do it directly through T-Mobile, you'll get it applied all monthly. But if you follow what I say and buy it directly from Apple, you'll get some of that credit up front, which is what you want. And then the rest of that credit is applied as bill credits over 24 months. So you may consider, Gabriel, looking at upgrading to Experience Beyond for 4 lines. And your monthly cell phone bill will increase, but your net cost will be a little bit lower just because of that extra credit. Of course, you could stick with Experience More. It's a great plan, good value, and not necessarily terrible. If you wanted something even more affordable, and you don't want to switch, but if you did trade the devices directly into Apple and grab any $25 unlimited plan, you would be getting a much better value. So this would be, the plan itself is very different, right? Like Metro by T-Mobile or Mint Mobile or US Mobile, but you could save yourself quite a bit of money. So food for thought there. Anyway, hope that is helpful. We have Jordan coming in with the super chat here. Jordan, thank you so much for your generosity and support. Is a year of service on US Mobile Unlimited Starter and a Pixel 9 my best deal to get a newish Android phone? Want to upgrade from my Galaxy A35. Cost is $500 for the year, and the phone I'm on Tello now. So Jordan, first of all, props to you. You're doing it right. You're on Tello. You're already saving money. You've got a great value phone. I think, man, so if you're on Tello, you are eligible for US Mobile's deal. So let's check this out. So US Mobile is offering a promo right now. And if you go to their plans, you can see it. You can currently get their unlimited premium plan for $300 and their annual starter plan for just $200. And so if you do the $200 starter plan, that is one crazy good deal. It comes out to just $16.60 per month. This is specifically with a port in on Darkstar, okay? So you need to port in on the Darkstar network, which is AT&T. Oh, I wish US Mobile didn't do that. But port in on Darkstar and AT&T, use the code, and you would be eligible for that because you're coming from Tello. Now let's see, they were doing device deals. So let's go back to their page. Pixel 10, so you were looking at the Pixel 9 deal. Ooh, this honestly might be the move. So instead of $800, you can grab it for just $300 with an annual plan, which is insane. Very good value. It does require activation on a US Mobile line, which you would be doing. So, you're looking at $300 for this plus, what was that, $200 for the plan? That's $500 all in for a year of service and the phone. And it's a good unlimited plan. Like, you're getting truly unlimited data. Can we do better? Well, let's check out our friends over at Swappa. Just make sure you're not potentially missing anything over here. What is the Pixel 9 going for? If you were to grab a unlocked Pixel 9 on Swappa, it looks like, man, yeah, you're getting a good deal from US Mobile. So a good condition Obsidian, I feel like I would personally go Obsidian. $425 is what this price is. And looking at these photos, yeah, this honestly looks like it's in excellent condition here. I would definitely feel confident buying that personally. a little bit of scratches on the box, but thankfully that's just cardboard. So $425, that's going to be more expensive than US Mobile. And you could use this on any plan, but the truth is I don't think you're going to find a better deal than US Mobile's $16.60 per month option, right? Like you could do Mint. Mint is doing a promo where theirs is 50% off, right? $15 a month for unlimited, but this will be more than $15, probably closer to $17.50 after all estimated taxes and fees. So, and then if the phone is more expensive with buying on Swappa, Yeah, I'd probably say like for $500, I don't think you can beat the US mobile deal. I mean, you could do like Pixel 8, which I wouldn't recommend. I think people have discussed the cellular modem not being as good on that device. But if we do unlocked here, let's just see what it's going for comparison. I mean, it's not that much cheaper, right? Like a good Hazel one here. And it's a slightly outdated design. Not that this is a bad phone for $267, but yeah, I think Jordan, I think you nailed it, my friend. If I was in your shoes, I probably would hop on the US mobile deal. Like, grab their annual unlimited plan. You're porting in from Tello. You're going to be good to go. Grab that Pixel 9 for $300. And I mean, at this price, if the phone unlocks, you can literally sell it for more than you paid for it, and like net zero if you wanted to. So I think it's definitely worth it. I hope that's helpful. All right, what do we got? What do we have cooking in the chat? Frosty, speaking of Swappa, is it better to sell my 12 Pro or trade it into Apple? Not sure if I want to deal with packing it and sending it to someone unless there's a great reason to. Well, that is a fantastic question, Frosty. So Swappa is a great place for buying and selling gently used electronics. Honestly, it's probably a little bit better for buying than it is for selling because you pay quite a bit of fees. But let's go through this. So if you're going to sell your iPhone 12 Pro, what do we got? Looks like it's starting at $224, and I'll tell you exactly how much you would get from selling it. So good condition. I'm going to say you've got a good condition and maybe like 90% battery health. Looks like it's going for $286. Yeah, let's say $287. Let's say you're able to sell it for $287. I estimate about 13% of the sale would go to Swappa fees and shipping. So $287 times 0.87. That would be the 13% going to fees and stuff. You would probably net around $250 selling on Swappa, give or take, right? So let's say you get $250 from selling on Swappa. What about from Apple? Yep. Apple.com. If you do, actually, we need to do Apple trade-in. Apple trade-in, bam. If you trade in your iPhone 12 Pro directly to Apple, you are looking at $170. So about $80-ish more in your pocket selling on Swappa. For some people, that's going to be worth it. For others, it may not be worth it. That said, there are a couple things you want to consider if you're doing an Apple trade-in or if you're selling on Swappa. So first, if you are selling on Swappa, this will count as income and you will pay income tax on it. I think depending on the value, you may or may not get the like 1099 form from PayPal, but say you count this as income, you're going to be spending, you have to pay tax on that, another 10, 20% effectively lost to tax. It's also worth noting if you do the trade-in through Apple, Apple does not, so Apple reduces the purchase price of the phone by your trade-in amount and then charges sales tax based on that new purchase price. So you have your 12 Pro, $170. Instead of $1,200, let's say the new phone is $1,000, you would save a little bit on sales tax there. Kind of up to you if it's worth it. I've gone either way. I think I enjoy the feeling of selling on Swappa because I'm like, all right, I'm selling my phone. I know someone out there is getting a good value on a good device. I like helping people. It is definitely a little bit of time taking all the photos, making the listing. And if you value your time, then it's probably worth just doing the trade-in at Apple. It's not that big of a difference, and you do save money on tax from Apple when you do that. So a couple of key points. I actually did the math out myself, and I think I would end up, it's almost the same if I sell on Swappa versus trading into Apple for some of my older devices. My plan, actually I have them here because I was updating them all to iOS 26. So we have these are out of order, but a 12 Pro. Here we go, yeah. A 12 Pro, a 13 Pro, and a 14 Pro. And there's a 15 Pro lurking about here somewhere. Here it is. 15 Pro. This is for the cellular modem test that'll eventually happen. I'm going to trade all of these into Apple once the video is done, and it's about the same selling them on Swappa versus trading them into Apple. There is one really big reason you may want to sell on Swappa though, and that is if you got a higher storage tier model. So instead of getting the base 128 gigabyte, if you got 256 or 512 or even a terabyte model iPhone, you're going to want to seriously consider selling on Swappa because Swappa will price that into the sale, whereas Apple gives you the same trading credit regardless. So if we go to Apple's website here, no matter what storage configuration you got, you are getting $320 for a 13 Pro Max, or you're getting $170 for the iPhone 12 Pro. Even if you got a 512 gig model, you're still getting 170. And if you got a 128 gigabyte model, you're still getting 170. So Swappa does take that into consideration. And let's just bump this up to the max 512 gigabytes and filter it. You can see, yeah, these are starting to go for 330, 340, 360, 380 in mint condition. Boom. All right. This is where you can start to get more money than selling on Apple directly. So I hope that is helpful. Now, I did see some super chats come in, so let's go answer those. The Chaz, thank you so much for your generosity and support. The Chaz asks, any way to get the iPhone on Apple financing without the carrier selection, or should I buy it outright? Also, did US Mobile say they might have it? The Chaz, fantastic questions. I am glad you asked. I will make a video on this, but it will take me some time. And so let's go through these one at a time. Number one, the secret, I think a lot of people are going to want to hear this. The secret way to finance an unlocked iPhone from Apple. This is going to give you an unlocked phone that you can use with any carrier on any cell phone plan, and you are paying monthly for the device with Apple Card monthly financing. So how does this work? It works with Apple Card monthly financing, and there's a secret option on the Apple website. It's actually not that secret, but I will show you exactly how to get it. So here on the page, what you're going to do is select your model. Let's say you're going to grab that 17 Pro Max, and you're going to get it in Cosmic Orange because that is the color that everyone likes. You're going to grab 256 because you don't need that much, and 256 is probably plenty for most people. Now, here is where the secret, the magic sauce happens. You can either trade in device or not trade in device, doesn't really matter. Let's do no trade in for now. And this is where it happens. So you have three options. You can either buy this device outright for $1,199. You can finance it, or you can do the Apple iPhone upgrade program. You do not want to do the iPhone upgrade program. Number one, it's more expensive. Number two, you can't because you have to choose one of the major carriers. So what you want to do is pick finance. But then you're like, okay, Stetson, like I can pick finance. Do I want Apple Card? Do I want Apple iPhone payments? Do I do one of the carriers? Well, obviously you don't want to do any of the carriers. You want to do Apple Card monthly installments, and then you want to select T-Mobile. So with Apple Card monthly installments, you do need to pick one of the major carriers, but it turns out you can select T-Mobile, and this device ships unlocked. So if you click this pop-up, you can see Apple says, will you get an unlocked iPhone? When you purchase an iPhone at Apple, you'll receive an unlocked model that you can use with any carrier. However, if you buy an iPhone through an AT&T installment plan, that will be locked. So the AT&T one will be locked, but you can select Boost, T-Mobile, or Verizon, and that device will ship unlocked. But there is a problem with Boost and Verizon. What is the problem? You need to verify your Boost Mobile and your Verizon account. I actually don't know if you need to verify your Verizon account, so you might be fine selecting that one as well. But I have seen on Reddit people confirming you can do T-Mobile as the option. You can decline Apple Care. When this device ships, it'll ship unlocked. You won't need to verify your T-Mobile account. You can bypass that, and you'll be able to finance it with your Apple Card monthly installments. Now, before I tell you the backup method, let me just recap this. So you go through, you select the device, the color, the storage, the trade-in, everything you want. You are then going to choose Apple Card monthly installments and then T-Mobile. This gives you an unlocked iPhone that you are paying monthly for. That is the secret. So you bypass the screen on setup to enter your T-Mobile account details. The device is unlocked. It'll just work with your prepaid carrier. The backup method is to go ahead and do no trade-in. You're going to select buy in full, okay? and you're going to pay for this device with your Apple Card. So you'll do buy at full price. You'll go ahead, you'll select connect to any carrier later. So that'll be just fully unlocked. Decline coverage. And this is your regular unlocked iPhone. Now, the way to get this to be financed is after you place this order, you want to call Goldman Sachs customer service and ask them to convert the payment into a 24-month 0% interest installment. And that will be the other way to effectively finance the phone monthly. Now, the potential problem or downside to this method is you will be hit with that $1,199 price up front when you initially make the purchase. When you contact Goldman Sachs support and have them convert it into a monthly installment, that's when you'll get the bulk of that payment refunded to your account, and then you'll be on the monthly payments, which were what, like $50 a month? Do we remember seeing that? Finance, yeah, like starting at around $49.95, so let's call it $50 per month. So those are your two options. Again, pick finance, Apple Card monthly installments, T-Mobile, or pay the full price of the device up front, call Goldman Sachs, and convert that into a installment payment option as opposed to that full price option. So I hope that is helpful to Chaz. US Mobile does have something. Let me see if they're not really advertising it right now. Features, trade-in devices. Yeah, it was like a trade-in deal. Is it on Reddit? All right, US Mobile. Let's do top this week. I feel like it just came out. They're doing some trade-in. Here we go. New offer iPhones with trade-in. So basically, they are doing it where they'll give you, I think, a little bit of extra credit. So a little bit more credit than Apple will give you potentially for a trade-in device. And then a extra, I think like $8 a month in bill credits. In my opinion, I don't think this is worth it. The trade-in process, at least from my knowledge, we haven't tried it yet because it's new. And I think the credit only applies to new customers. So if I were in your shoes, I would lean a little bit more towards other options. I also tried the trade-in calculator that US Mobile is using. So they partnered with, I think it's ACO for the trade-in devices. And yeah, you can see here, someone else shared the screenshot. So iPhone 16 Pro Max, they only give you $721 in new condition, like literally new in-box condition. If you have a phone in excellent condition, that's going to be $674, excuse me. And well, what do you know? That is less than Apple, which is offering you up to $700. So I think, I mean, you would get a little bit of extra credit because of the account credit from US Mobile, but I think for most people, the experience and the value you get will be easier by just doing that trade-in directly with Apple. So that is what I would recommend, or selling it online on Swappa. Again, pros and cons to each. But yeah, I hope that is helpful. Steven, thank you for becoming a new member. I appreciate your support. Helps make streams like this possible and videos like this possible. And Mark, always wonderful to see you. Thank you so much for your generosity. All right. Aaron, hi Stetson, hope you're doing well. Is it worth it in the long run for us to trade in a 13 Pro Max for Verizon through Apple with the $45 unlimited ultimate plan with loyalty discount? We have 4 lines. Aaron, I think the spreadsheet is going to answer this for us. So let me pull that up for you here. So you've got 4 lines and you're on the 13 Pro Max. So we're going to go to the 13 Pro Max. Can you guys see this? Probably not. Aaron, let me pin your comment and then hide it for a hot second. So at the bottom of this spreadsheet, I actually made tabs for each of the different phones. We have iPhone 16 Pro Max, iPhone 15 Pro Max, 14 Pro Max, and 13 Pro Max. So iPhone 13 Pro Max assumes you are upgrading every 4 years because it is a 4-year-old device. Crazy to say that. That was such a good phone. And Aaron, for you, let's bring your comment back up here. 45, so you're on Unlimited Ultimate. You do have a loyalty discount in 4 lines. So we're on the 13 Pro Max. Let's go to 4 lines here. And what we're going to look for is Verizon. So with Verizon, we've got, let's actually just filter this for you so it's way easier. Let's clear all. Verizon, let's do Unlimited Plus, Ultimate, and Welcome. Boom. Oh, look at that. Beautiful. And I can make this even bigger if it becomes easier to see. So with Verizon, it turns out Unlimited Welcome is your new best friend. It is the most affordable option. You're like, Stetson, why is this the most affordable option? What is going on? It turns out Verizon is now giving Unlimited Welcome customers up to $600 of total credit. So that is different from before. Unlimited Welcome used to be excluded from deals and promotions. Now it is eligible for deals and promotions, which is why it is one of the most affordable options. The other thing, let's go ahead and add in the BYOD. So we want the Apple trade-in. Let's do a $25 plan and a $45 plan. The other thing worth noting, doing an Apple trade-in with a $25 unlimited plan is more affordable. So depending on your plan features, Aaron, you could consider going to a carrier such as Visible, right? That'll use the Verizon network. Visible's plan, currently $19 a month right now. So honestly, great value. Yeah, so Visible base, $19 a month. Visible Plus, $29 a month. If you want to do Visible Plus Pro, $39 a month with the current promo. Superb experience, could potentially be a little bit more affordable depending on your needs. Actually, I take it back. The $45 plan is going to be hella expensive. Don't get that one. But the $25 option could potentially be more affordable. Either way, then you've got Welcome, then you have Plus, and then you have Ultimate. If I were in your shoes, yes, so Ultimate does get the most trading credit, $1,100 off, but the plan is more expensive. If you were on Unlimited Plus or Welcome, or even put a couple of lines on those plans, your net cost would end up being lower because the monthly price of the plan is so much cheaper. Either way, I think, and then, yeah, what is the difference here? If you go with, I should probably freeze that column so I can always read it. If you go with Ultimate, net cost per year, looking at around $757 per line. If you do it, trade in through Apple and grab a plan such as Visible or US Mobile, or you customize the plans a little bit, $519 per line per year. But that's with the $25 plan. So kind of up to you. It's not necessarily a bad deal being on Ultimate. It is just a little bit more expensive than some of the other options. And yeah, I mean, you could consider throwing a couple lines on Welcome. That could be a little bit more affordable, or throw a couple lines on Plus. That could also be a little bit more affordable. But for upgrading every 4 years, it does seem like Ultimate is one of the more expensive options. So hopefully that makes sense. Let me know if you have any follow-up questions. The loyalty discount will knock your price down a little bit, $20 per month. So do I have bill credits plan? Unfortunately, I broke everything down by line here. So it'd be like $5 off per line, and that would be like $60 off per year. I guess if you do $60 off per year, then the gap between going with a prepaid plan and a postpaid plan is not as much. So either way, I hope that's helpful. You can't really go wrong. If you were, for some reason, thinking of switching, we can select all, 12, hit OK. You can see AT&T Unlimited Starter, easily the most affordable. Verizon Unlimited Welcome, I'm surprised. That's actually not too bad. And then AT&T, and then T-Mobile, and then T-Mobile, and then Verizon. Unlimited Plus, I will say, might be that sweet spot. $830 in trading credit and a little bit lower monthly plan bill. So either way, I hope that is helpful. All right, we have some other super chats coming in. You guys are the best. The Chaz, please make a video on the secret methods ASAP. Yes, I will. I guess the hesitation I have is I would like to do it and validate it, right? So I want to go through this process and sign up. But unfortunately, if I do this right now, it's shipping October 7th to 14th. What if I did my model? So I want a 17 Pro, September 30th to October 7th. So that's a little bit better. What if I did 512? September 25th. Okay. Oh, and deep blue. Oh, man, guys, I'm so torn between deep blue and silver right now. I feel like I need a poll. I know a lot of people like orange, but man, I'm so torn. I'm so torn. So the 512 deep blue will get here the soonest. Either way, the bottom line is I want to go through the process and place an order, and that will be the delay on the video. So I think it's only worth it if I can, or it makes sense, but I want to make sure I go through the process so I give you all the accurate information and can show you exactly what screens you need to bypass and how that works. So I'll do that at some point in the near future. All right. Vartan, thank you so much for your generosity and support. Hey Stetson, how's your Darkstar QCI 7 been treating you? It's been treating me great, but it's also just been sitting right there. It's been sitting right there in my phone charger, and it hasn't been moving. Hate to say it. I was hoping to make a video this weekend, but I didn't get around to it. I think I'll see if I can make one next Sunday on the comparison. And here's the minor challenge that I have. When you're comparing QCI values, you want to have the same device. And I kind of am in this weird situation where I have like one of every other kind of device, right? Like the iPhones, I have one of each generation. I guess I have a bunch of iPhone 16s that I could potentially use, and that might be good. I do technically have two Pixel 10s, my personal one and the Pixel 10 the line is active on, so that could work. But yeah, when you're testing priority, you want the same cellular modem. So the differences in performance, like between a Pixel and an iPhone or a Pixel and a Samsung phone, the modem differences don't play a role in the priority. Like you just want to be testing the priority. So hopefully I'll acquire either some more devices. I was thinking of going like 4 Pixel 9s and using those because, I mean, we just saw they're pretty affordable on Swappa. What was it, like $300-$400? Like that's not too bad. Or I was thinking of getting some Galaxy S24s, which also could be good. Pixel advantage, you can actually see the QCI value, and that's really nice. But Samsung obviously has the better modems and could be a little bit better, but we'll see. I will eventually make a video on that. And that's a long-winded way of saying I don't know. I haven't really been testing it. And AT&T is generally not so good. All right, Steven, thank you so much for your generosity and support. Did I get a good promo to switch to AT&T to T-Mobile? $1,200 payoff rebate, move 4 lines, $1,100 credit with 17s trade and beyond for business, and $450 Sam's Walmart. Yes, Steven, not going to lie. I mean, that does sound pretty good. That's going to be hard to beat. So device payoff, let's just say all your phones are going to be paid off. So that's fine. You're doing trade-ins, I'm imagining, for all of them. And so that's going to give you the $1,100 of credit, which is pretty standard for all carriers. And you're getting, I'm assuming 17 Pros, is that right? Or Beyond for Business. Let's see what Beyond for Business is. Business plans with unlimited data. Here we are. So actually, T-Mobile. I guess T-Mobile has updated their business plans. So genuinely unsure which one you're on because it looks like they're Core Mobile, Pro Mobile, or Super Mobile. Either way, it's probably a good deal. If we check this out, I guess the question comes down to how frequently do you upgrade? Every 2 years for 4 lines. I mean, T-Mobile Experience Beyond is a great option. Yeah, I think you're getting a great deal, and you can't beat the $450 of credit at Sam's Walmart. Like that's hard to beat. So Steven, I can confirm you're getting a great value. Yeah, that's gonna be really hard to beat. Not gonna lie. You will be locked to T-Mobile, but you're getting a good deal for it. Ooh, Gabriel, how do you upgrade only 1 line to T-Mobile Experience More while keeping the multi-line discounts? Gabriel, it turns out you cannot do that. When you are on T-Mobile, all of your lines need to be on the same T-Mobile plan. So if you're on Unlimited Essentials, all lines are on Unlimited Essentials. If you're on Experience More, all lines are on Experience More. If you're on Experience Beyond, all lines are on Experience Beyond. That is kind of a sneaky way for T-Mobile to kind of make more money per line. So unfortunately, that is how it works. You have to pick one plan and go for that. How much are people paying usually a month for phone and data plan? This definitely depends. I will say, based on what we're seeing in the industry, you can get a truly unlimited data plan for around that $20 to $25 price point per line per month for 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 lines. And then you just have to add in the cost of the device. Now, it depends if you're financing it over 24 months or 36 months. A lot of carriers are doing 36-month financing. If we take let's say we do the $1,000 iPhone, I guess it's $1,100 now. Dang, that stinks. iPhone 17 Pro, divide that by 36 months. That's going to be an extra $30 a month. You should be at probably no more than $60 per line per month for both the phone and service. And if you have fewer lines, it makes sense to go with a prepaid carrier such as Visible or such as with US Mobile, where you can get some of the deals they have going on right now. And then you add in that device cost. You might have to pay up front for it, or you do the sneaky financing method we covered earlier in the live stream. Or if you have a major carrier, you're with a big carrier like AT&T, when you have 4 lines, the multi-line discount is actually not super bad, right? Like around that 35-ish dollar mark per line per month. And then you'll get the phone for basically free with the financing and trade-in deals that the big carriers offer. And that's kind of what this sheet highlights, right? I mean, with 4 lines upgrading every 2 years, AT&T Unlimited Starter with Next Up Anytime is the most affordable option. You've got doing an Apple trade-in with a $25 unlimited plan. That's the second most affordable option, or really great value. The regular unlimited starter plan. Then we have Verizon Unlimited Welcome, not too far behind. Then T-Mobile Essentials, T-Mobile Experience Beyond. And what's crazy, right? T-Mobile Experience Beyond for 4 lines, upgrading every 2 years, is going to be more affordable than doing an Apple trade-in with a $45 plan, such as Visible Plus Pro or US Mobile Unlimited Premium. So this is showing when you have multiple lines, the carriers can be more affordable, especially if you upgrade more frequently. Now, if we go to 1 line, it's no competition. Apple trade-in with the $25 unlimited plan is the most affordable, and Apple trade-in with the $45 unlimited plan is the second most affordable. So I think that should hopefully help. I think you want to be around $60 per line per month, depending, at least no more than that for both the phone and service. So I hope that helps. Ooh, Ost01, I'm just wondering, I just switched from Go 5G Plus to Go 5G Next. Can I upgrade my finance phone that I started on Go 5G Plus when I reach 12 out of 24 payments? Ost, candidly, you're going to want to consider reaching out to T-Mobile support on that one. I know, so Go 5G Next does allow you to upgrade, but my concern is because the plan, like the financing agreement you're on was started with Go 5G Plus, which is upgrade every 2 years. I'm not sure if you'd be able to upgrade. So definitely reach out to T-Mobile support, see what they say. Best case scenario, you are able to upgrade. Worst case scenario, you might not be able to. But I hope that is helpful. Matt, when is my cheapest way to get an iPhone 17 video coming out? As soon as possible. My goal is by the end of this week. So we will see. I kind of made a massive spreadsheet and gave myself a lot of data to work with. And now it's like, well, how do I turn this into a cohesive, hopefully sub 20-minute video, right? But I will say this spreadsheet, how do I share this? Yeah, some people watching it now. If I share this, copy link, throw it in the chat, anyone can view this and check it out, and you'll be able to see what the cheapest option is for you. Again, basically broke this down based on how many, like what device you're trading in. How do I get rid of this comment? We're going to find a new comment. What device you're trading in, like basically how frequently you upgrade your phone every 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, or even 5 years. And depending on your device frequency and how many lines you have, this will break it down. And remember, just click this little waffle looking button. I guess it maybe looks more like a calculator. and just select group by lines, and that'll do it. And you can always duplicate this, right? Like file, make a copy, and add this to your drive, mess around with it. You can see what formulas I was using, change the formulas, customize it to meet your needs. So hopefully that is helpful. Kieran W stream. Yeah, if you guys are enjoying this, please feel free to hit the like button. Let me know again if you have any questions that you have, and I'll try and answer them. Ooh, Tommy is saying, this is back to the T-Mobile question. The phone has to be financed under a plan with the yearly upgrade option in order for you to upgrade yearly. I went through this with my own lines too. So yeah, it sounds like if you had Go 5G Plus and then you upgraded to Go 5G Next, unfortunately, you will have to pay off the device or wait the full 24 months in order to upgrade early. That said, you can pay off the phone, right? And then just upgrade whenever you want. But you lose out on the trading credits that you were getting, and I don't think that's going to be worth it. So that's what I would say. Jay, what do you think of getting the 17 Pro Max through Visible/Affirm with the upgrade option? Fantastic question, and I do have a clear answer to this one. So, also, whoa, holy smokes, I just checked this sheet. Are there 31 of you viewing this document right now? That is crazy. We've got like the whole African safari out here. That is amazing. All right, shout out to you guys checking out the document. Again, I hope it helps. So, Jay, to answer your question, Jay's asking about going with Visible and going to one of their phones and financing the iPhone 17 Pro Max. So Visible is offering the iPhone 17 Pro Max. It's coming soon. It'll be available on Friday from Visible. For whatever reason, Apple lets all the carriers process their pre-orders early. All the prepaid carriers can say it's coming soon, but they can't actually do anything. But it will be coming on Friday. And if you have a later shipping time, it might not be a bad option to get this actually pretty soon. Either way, the option with Affirm is to select the iPhone, configure it the way you want. Let's say you want that 256 gig orange. You can finance this with Affirm for as low as $33.31 per month for 36 months. I think this is a phenomenal option. In fact, this is one of the most affordable options you can do for 1, 2, 3, and honestly 4 lines. And it depends what Visible plan you get. So if you do $33.31 per month, and if we go to plans, you can grab the $19 unlimited plan. That'll be 33. I'm going to round up and say the phone is 34 because I don't want to give you anything that's lower than it is. $53 per month total for both the phone and service, right? And if you do the Visible Plus plan, which I think is the sweet spot in terms of premium features and excellent price, where you're looking at 29 plus 34, $63 per month. That is a phenomenal value. And again, taking a look at that sheet that everyone is looking on, if you like to upgrade every year, going with, I mean, you're financing with Affirm, so it'd really be every 3 years. So let's go check out 3 years, and let's use the waffle group by lines. For a single line, still the most affordable. You can choose any one of Visible's plans, and it will be the most affordable option for a single line to upgrade every 3 years. If you have multiple lines, that's where like, all right, going with the Visible base plan is going to be a good value, but maybe you could get a better deal with AT&T Unlimited Starter or T-Mobile Essentials or Verizon Unlimited Welcome. So kind of up to you what plan features you're looking for, how many lines you have, and how frequently you upgrade your device. We have another super chat. Steven, oh, excuse me, we already answered you, Steven. Matt Green. Matt, thank you so much for tuning in, watching the stream, and for your generosity. $5 for sharing the spreadsheet. Oh, you're so welcome. Is Boost Infinite missing on the sheet, or I haven't found it? Can't wait for the video. Yeah, Matt, so I was initially thinking of leaving Boost Mobile out of this because they just sold their spectrum to AT&T, and the Boost Mobile network is effectively shutting down. But because you asked, I will go back and I will add in Boost Mobile for you. The short summary is they're not going to be good, Matt, unfortunately. If you're an existing customer, they will be good. But if you're a new customer, they will be bad. Actually, and shout out to Max for being the one to tweet about this on Twitter. So if you go to iPhone 17 Pro, pre-order, and you go see all deals. So Max noticed this with some keen eyes. If you're an existing customer and you trade in a device, no problem. Boost Mobile is going to give you $1,100 off your phone, and you'll get some bill credits, it looks like. I'm just reading it now. Yeah. Okay, it looks like you're getting a lot of credit. The phone is basically free. All right, if you're an existing customer, but if you're getting a new line or you're a new customer, all of a sudden the credits go down. Although I will say it looks like the estimated iPhone cost is still 0, so that's interesting. Maybe it's because of the iPhone trade-in and Apple's doing it a different way. What if you had like an older device, like a 13 Pro? Yeah, okay, there you go. So the credit does change if you have a 13 Pro. So yeah, interesting. So the offer credits are either $830 if you're a new customer, or $1,000 if you're an existing customer, and then you'll just get some extra trading credit based on the device. But either way, it's going to be decent. What's like the problem with Boost right now is because they're shutting down their native network, the plan is going to be so much worse. If we go to best phone plans here and we go to plans, actually it's on the homepage. I'm like, I should probably remove it from the homepage at this point, like RIP. Boost Mobile Unlimited. I mean, this isn't even the infinite access one. So you're going with infinite access for iPhone, $65 a month, and basically it was $1,000 off, but now it's $830 off. If you go to Boost Mobile's website and you go to the plans, bam, look at this. $830 off. It used to be $1,000. It used to be $1,000. Now it is only $830 off any iPhone 16 model. The good news is there's no trade-in required, and if you're an existing customer, you can just upgrade early if you so choose. But effectively, $65 a month for the phone and service is a good deal. The price-wise, right? I mean, we just looked at Visible, and Visible was, let's say, $29 plus the $33 or $34 for financing, $63 a month for Visible and a financed iPhone 17 Pro Max, excuse me. So Boost coming in at $65, honestly, not too bad. That said, it'll be a little bit more because you'll pay, let's see, let's actually do this out. $1,200 minus $830, $370 remaining. Divide that by the 36 months, $10. So this is actually going to be around $75 a month after the financing payment for the device, the iPhone 17 Pro Max, and the actual $65 plan cost. Not necessarily terrible for a single line, becomes absolutely awful if you have, I think, it's probably 2 lines or more. All right. If you have 2 or more lines and you're doing this, you're probably paying a little bit too much. And the worst part of it is the plan features. So unfortunately, what do you get with the Boost Mobile Infinite Access for iPhone plan? Well, despite paying $65 per month, you're only getting 30 gigabytes of high-speed data before your speeds are slowed to 512 kilobits per second. This is going to be deprioritized on the AT&T hotspot, on the AT&T network, and you are not even getting hotspot data. Video is also going to stream at 480p, and you do get some okay international options here, but for the price, I mean, you're getting way more bang for your buck with Visible Plus Pro, with US Mobile Unlimited Premium Dark Star. That's going to be a phenomenal option, right? Truly unlimited high-speed data on both of these plans. This is priority data, 200 gigs of high-speed hotspot on US Mobile, unlimited hotspot at 15 megabits per second on Visible, up to full 4K streaming on both plans here, and way better international features if you happen to travel abroad at a lower monthly rate, right? And same with Visible Plus. So I think Boost, that's why I did not include Boost initially, but I'll go ahead, I'll add it in. Not the end of the world. We'll see what it comes down to. Again, the big advantage to Boost is they allow you to upgrade every year with a trade-in. There's no buyout fee, right? If you're on T-Mobile or you're on Verizon or even AT&T without AT&T's Next Up Anytime add-on, if you want to upgrade early before the 24 or 36 months, you need to pay off the remaining balance on your phone before you can then do the new trade-in deal. If you have Boost with their Infinite Access for iPhone plan, or you get AT&T's Next Up Anytime add-on, you can just upgrade every 12 months with no buyout fee on the device. And that does end up saving you quite a bit of money. Wow, so many. Please show carrier deal through Apple for T-Mobile. Oh yeah, you got it. So if you go to Apple's site, where is that? Here we go. Go to Apple's site here. You can see getting you a great carrier deal is kind of our thing. You can just select T-Mobile, and the bottom line is if you're trading in, so if you're on Experience Beyond or Go 5G Next, and you are trading in an iPhone, I think it's the iPhone 13 or newer, you are getting, let me just make sure I'm reading this right. Ooh, that actually went down quite a bit. Let's see, is it a 13 Pro or newer? 13 Pro. Yeah, wow. So if you trade in an iPhone 13 Pro or newer, you'll get $1,100 off, okay? And if you do the trade-in through Apple, which is what I highly recommend you do, you'll get 2 credits. You will get instant upfront credit for the trade-in value of your device, and then you will get T-Mobile bill credits applied over 24 months to your T-Mobile bill. This is what you want to do. If you want to upgrade after just 12 months, your buyout fee is going to be lower versus doing it through T-Mobile directly, and I think you're just going to have a better experience. Now, this is, again, Experience Beyond and Go 5G Next, the 2 most expensive plans on T-Mobile for trading in an iPhone 13 Pro. If you are trading in just that regular iPhone 13 or older, it looks like you're getting, what, $615, $800 off that trade-in credit or promo credit, and unfortunately, that's just going to make the device a little bit more expensive. So if you have a newer phone, that will be definitely really nice to see. Now, what if you have, let's bump back to the 13 Pro. What if you're on one of those legacy or older plans? So Go 5G Plus or Experience More, that mid-tier plan. Well, it looks like instead of getting $1,100 off for your 13 Pro, now you're only getting $800 off. And so you can see the trade-in credit depends not only on what device you are trading in, but also what plan you are on from T-Mobile. Now, which plan is better? It really comes down to how frequently you upgrade, and this is all just outlined in the spreadsheet. Again, I'll just throw this link in the chat if you guys want to check it out, save it for later, bookmark it. It'll be linked in the description at the replay of this, so you can always get access to it. But the bottom line here is, let's just do every 1 year. If you upgrade every 1 year, and I don't know how many lines we should use as an example. Let's say you got 1 line, you're upgrading every year. Well, Experience Beyond will be more affordable than Experience More. And that is because of that extra trade-in credit. But if you have, let's see, if we go down to 3 lines, Experience More, and then where is... Oh, wow, look at this. If you have 3 lines, Experience Beyond is significantly more affordable if you're upgrading every year. 4 lines, let's see if it's the same thing. Gosh, it's kind of hard to find these. T-Mobile Experience Beyond. Oh, dang. That's actually, for 4 lines, it is the 3rd most affordable option. That's crazy. And then Experience More is more expensive. And this is because Experience More is only designed to upgrade every 2 years, whereas Experience Beyond is built to upgrade every single year. So what happens if you do want to upgrade every 2 years? Well, if you upgrade every 2 years, all of a sudden Experience More is more affordable than Experience Beyond for 1 line. If we go to 2 lines, same deal. Experience More, just a little bit more affordable than Experience Beyond. If we go to 3 lines, that's actually funny. It switches. For 3 lines, it switches. Experience Beyond becomes more affordable than Experience More if you upgrade every 2 years. And for 4 lines, it's the same thing. Experience Beyond is more affordable than Experience More. So it must be something about the multi-line discount and the extra trading credit. It makes it so Experience Beyond is more affordable if you have 3 or 4 lines. Experience Beyond is more affordable if you have 3 or 4 lines. So hopefully that makes sense. You really want to do the research, dive in, and take a look. And thank you for pointing out. I think I did miss a super chat. You're absolutely right. JK, 7K. Thank you so much for your generosity and support. I really appreciate you. Call me. I feel like I'm missing the name. Calamasetti Eswar. Forgive me if I mispronounced that. Thank you so much for your generosity and support. Please show carrier deal through Apple for T-Mobile. I think we did check that. Am I missing another super chat? Let me go through here. We did that. Mark. Oh, here we go. Sonic the Anonymous Hedgehog. I think I absolutely missed your super chat, so forgive me, and thank you so much for your generosity and support. Can you please do some research on the iPhone discount given to friends and family of Apple employees and do a video? It is often overlooked. Sure thing. I think this is a more elusive discount to get, perhaps, because you need to know someone at Apple. I don't know the full details, but I imagine there may be a limited number of people they can give this discount out to. But let's see. Does it come up with a quick Google search? Here we go. This is what Google's saying, and I will give this as a preliminary research for you all so you kind of are in the loop here. The employee discount typically offers a 25% discount on 1 unit per product line annually, while the friends and family discount allows for up to 10 units with a 15% discount. So you could potentially stack a trade-in deal with a friends and family discount that you might not be able to get from a carrier store. And so this could be extra savings, especially if you're getting a more premium device. I mean, 15% off of a $1,200 device, what is that going to be? $180 off. That is a substantial amount and would easily make buying through Apple a really big savings. So definitely worth keeping that in mind. Hopefully you have friends who work at Apple. I wish I had friends who worked at Apple. But there you go. All right, we do have some more super chats pouring in. Big Vic, hey Stetson, is QCI 7 available on Darkstar? Right now, US Mobile is testing giving early access to QCI 7 on Darkstar to specific members. I think people who paid for that VIP bundle way back when are getting some early access to this. I know I paid for it. I was kind of upset, not gonna lie. I mean, they were like, pay for a year of QCI 8 premium data, and then they immediately like gave it to everyone for free. So it was like, all right, why did I pay for this? But now they are starting to give that out to those members as early access. So I do have a line. It's chilling back here on a Pixel 10. Haven't been testing it that much, mostly because AT&T is so slow in my area. But maybe it's actually fast and I need to test it out. So I will do that. I think I'll have to use the Pixel 10. So I'll use the Pixel 10 I have here, and I will use that Pixel 10, and I can do 8, and I can do QCI 8 and QCI 7. And I'm actually thinking, this isn't ideal, but I think I can get away with using a Pixel 9 Pro as well for the test. The reason being, the Pixel 9 Pro has the same cellular modem as the Pixel 10 Pro. So there shouldn't be that much of a difference in cellular performance. At least it'll be a fun video until I get a fleet of phones that's more properly equipped for that kind of testing. So it is available for some people. Hopefully it becomes more broadly available soon, but we know that is US Mobile's tagline, coming soon TM. So we will see, we will see. Jake Fox, if I got an iPhone 17 Pro Max through T-Mobile and got the $1,100 off, did I get a good deal if I traded in a S24 Ultra? Yeah, Jake, I would say you probably did get a good deal. It kind of depends on how many lines you have, though. So let me just present to you an alternative option, which you may consider in the future. Now, you obviously don't have your 17 Pro Max yet, and you still have your S24 Ultra in hand, so you could potentially pivot to this. I'm not saying you got a bad deal. I think the deal is excellent, right? Apple's certainly not going to be doing the $1,100 off deal for that kind of device. But let me just pitch you an alternative option. So you have the 17 Pro Max or the S24 Ultra. If you don't go through T-Mobile, unfortunately, if you don't go through T-Mobile, you're probably going to need to sell it. I could find out what Apple gives you for it. I'd be very curious. Let's say the device is unlocked, good condition. Looks like it's going for around, geez, was 512 the base storage? That is crazy. That is absolutely crazy. It's going for around $500. Can you see that? $545. I'll make this really big. $545. If we do, say 13% of that is lost to shipping and Swappa fees and PayPal fees, so 0.87 times your $545. Let's say you get $475 by selling your phone on Swappa. What you could then do is put that money towards your new iPhone 17 Pro Max. So 1,200 minus 475, $725. Then you could go with a super affordable unlimited plan, such as Visible Plus. Or if you wanted the same T-Mobile coverage, you could do Mint Mobile's unlimited plan, which is only going on for 6 more days, so limited time. But this gives you truly unlimited high-speed data on the T-Mobile network. $180 up front for a full year, but it's only $15 a month. It sounds like you're on T-Mobile already, so you know the T-Mobile network is good in your area. This could be a super killer value. And so all of a sudden, you would have spent $725 net on the phone and $180 for a year of service, $905 for both the phone and 1 year of unlimited service on Mint Mobile. That is an example of how considering a prepaid plan could potentially save you some money. It's not necessarily that you got a bad deal, but just an alternative to consider. You could also go with a month-to-month plan, such as Metro by T-Mobile. I can just show you what this looks like. So if you do Metro by T-Mobile, bring your own device. They do have a $25 truly unlimited plan. Biggest con here is no hotspot data though, but it is month to month if you prefer to pay monthly and taxes and fees included. So that's just one alternative. I am curious, what do you think Apple will give you for an S24 Ultra? Let's do this. Apple trade-in. The number of times I have visited this page is off the charts. Off the charts. All right, we have, oh my gosh, shout out to BlackBerry. And also pour one out for HTC and LG. Wow. Wow, they do have a lot of people. All right, so you have a Samsung. It is going to be an S24, wow. S24 Ultra. 512. I'm assuming you got the promo when it came out. It's in good condition. Do we even want to know what oh, weird. They don't even say the credit. So it looks like they will give you $405. That's not bad. I said $475 by trading it in or by selling on Swappa. Getting $400 for an Apple Store gift card, that's not bad. Because if you sell on Swappa, right, you will eventually owe, like you have to pay income tax on this. And if you use Apple's trade-in, you save money on the sales tax that Apple charges you. So honestly, not bad. And then you could go with any prepaid carrier you wanted to. And is that right? So if we do $1,200 minus $694, which is what Apple says they will charge you. Yeah, wow. So they'll give you $506 if you do, oh, that's the iPhone 17 Pro. What's the Pro? The Pro Max. So $1,100 minus minus $694. Yeah, $406. That's it. $405, $406. So honestly, not bad. Anyway, Jake, I hope that's helpful. Not necessarily a bad deal, but just some alternatives to consider. Tommy, want me to make a menu for your Google Sheet like the one I made for the Pixel 10? Would you ever add a phone promo section to the best phone deals? Yeah, I mean, that sounds awesome. Tommy, for those of you who don't know, Tommy Shields is a literal wizard when it comes to Google Sheets. I mean, the man made the most incredible, Tommy, I don't know if you have that link or if you want to share it, but he made the most incredible, like, pick what pixel you want and what phone you're trading in and see what the deal is. Let me see. Yeah, it was this. It was the trading values. This was it. This is what Tommy made. Just absolutely legendary. So I have let's say I have a Pixel 8. I want a Pixel 10 Pro. And boom, it just everything auto updates. Google Store unlocked, what Best Buy was giving you, AT&T, T-Mobile, Verizon. AT&T would be the best option here because they're doing the best value. But what if you have the Experience More plan? Well, that actually didn't change anything. It doesn't look like. Experience Beyond, boom, down to $0. Verizon Unlimited Welcome versus Unlimited Plus versus Unlimited Ultimate. Ultimate's the only one that's $0. Anyway, Tommy made this. He's incredible. So yeah, Tommy, if you're down, I guess you have access to the sheet, but I can send you a sheet and let me know what would be helpful in terms of copying it. I think it'd be so sick if this was a website. Like, that would just be so cool. That's what the people need. That's what the people need. Just a website. I have this phone. I have this plan. Like, what are the best options? What are the best options? Hunter Young, thank you so much for your generosity and support. I appreciate you. How do I know what the equivalent plan is to my T-Mobile Simple Choice North America regarding trade-in bill credits when buying a new iPhone? Hunter, this is a fantastic question, and unfortunately is one of the many mysteries of the interwebs. My understanding from browsing Reddit and looking at the promo deals that T-Mobile is offering, I think you may only be eligible for up to $300. So typically, legacy plans, they get knocked down on that trade-in promo tier, and they go from, hey, you got $1,000 off at one point, oh, now you're only getting $800 off, to, oh, now you're only getting $300 off. So if we go to T-Mobile, iPhone 17 Pro Max, let me just see if we can take a look at the promotions here, what the specific wording is, and answer your question. 11 promotions from T-Mobile. You can see, all right, $1,100 off, any condition, Experience Beyond or Go 5G Next. $1,000 off when you switch to T-Mobile on Experience Beyond or Experience Next. Interesting. I like this because T-Mobile is rewarding people who are existing customers and giving new customers still a good deal, but not as good. $900 off with 55 Plus or any of the discounted plans. $830 off with Experience More or Go 5G Plus. So here we've notched down to that mid-tier level. New voice line. So this is $830 off with new voice line and trade in on most plans. Your plan might qualify for this, but you would have to add a new voice line, of course. $830 off when you switch to T-Mobile on Experience More. $800 off with the discounted plans. $630 off, $630 off. Here it is. Unfortunately, Hunter, this is your promotion. It is get up to $300 off with trade-in on most plans. So unfortunately, you will only get up to $300 off. Now, it's not great. You might actually get, depending on what device you're trading in, you might get more credit from Apple, right? So let's see. If you have an iPhone 14 Pro or newer that you are trading in, you will actually get more trade-in credit from Apple directly than you will from T-Mobile. So T-Mobile, no matter what device you're trading in, they're capping it at $300 with their current offer. So you would definitely want to go with Apple and do that for your trading credit. Yeah, that's what I would say. That's how they do it. They just knock you down, unfortunately. All right, we have some more super chats coming in. So Hunter, I hope that's helpful. Justin Bowe, great to see you in the chat. Thanks for tuning in and watching. Thank you so much for your generosity and support as well. If I buy the new iPhone and bring it over to US Mobile, can I get the multi add-on free for 1 year? I'm currently on US Mobile on Darkstar promo, buy one, get one. I don't think so. Justin. I think US Mobile's promotion, let me see if I can find this out for you. So I sent out an email about it, but didn't look too closely at it, not going to lie. All right, let's just go through it. So this is US Mobile's offer. And they say, okay, it does say new and existing customers are eligible for the promotion. And you basically get $100 in service credits over 12 months. Let me actually read this. So this is just in my email. So customers can purchase their iPhone directly through Apple or another retailer of their choice, then bring it to US Mobile and activate it to get these savings. This limited time promotion combines top US mobile trade-in prices with an extra $100 in service credits, making it the best upgrade opportunities available for the season. So if you get an iPhone 17, 17 Pro, or iPhone Air, you'll get $100 in service credits. That's applied over 12 months, so $8.33 per month. It is stackable with the trade-in value, and it's open to both new and existing customers. So upgrading their device with, okay, so this promotion is available to both new customers bringing an iPhone to US Mobile and existing customers upgrading their device with a new line or porting their number back in. Existing customers, it says existing customers on unlimited premium or unlimited starter plans also get to experience the multi-network free for a year, making this the ideal time to switch and upgrade. I feel more confused than when I started reading this. I'm sorry, you guys. Yeah. So it does sound like the credit is only for new. So it's available for new customers or for existing customers who add a line, which is effectively new customers, right? Like if you're adding a line, that's someone else new is joining. But it does say like existing customers on unlimited premium or starter also get to experience multi-network free for a full year. I don't know how they're pulling that off, but Justin, I will try it. I mean, I'm an active US Mobile customer myself. That's what my main line is on. So I'll get the new iPhone and add it. We'll see what happens, I guess. Yeah, dang. And then we do have the trade-in values here. So we kind of covered those initially, but basically if you get started, this is where you can see, let's say you're trading in that iPhone 16 Pro Max, and it is unlocked. Sorry, this is really small. I'll make it bigger for you guys. And you have the 256 model. Dang, they probably changed these a little bit, but new $750, excellent $709. A little bit better than Apple, but not by much. And again, Apple, you get that advantage of everything's just taken care of. It's nice and easy, and they reduce the purchase price of the device, which can save you like $50 extra on tax, not gonna lie. So I'd still probably go through Apple. But Justin, I hope that is helpful and definitely worth probably reaching out to the US Mobile team just to clarify what you are eligible for. All right, we have some more super chats coming in. Hamza, on the TM app, I'm going to say the T-Mobile app, Go 5G Plus, after trading in a base iPhone 12 for a base iPhone 17, is giving me an $11 monthly payment, whereas Apple is saying T-Mobile will charge $16. That is interesting. So we can do, what is Apple saying here? Oh, perfect. Here's the page. Bam. All right, see deals. You're a T-Mobile customer. You're trading in a base iPhone 12. Got good use out of that. This will be an awesome upgrade. That's for sure. That is for sure. And you're on the Go 5G Plus. Oh, and you were looking for the base iPhone 17. All right, we're looking at the Pro Max right now. So that is why it's crazy expensive. Let's go ahead and switch over to that iPhone 17 and see what we got cooking. If T-Mobile's giving you more money, then definitely go through them. All right, pre-order this. This will be an amazing device. It'll be an amazing device. T-Mobile, iPhone 12. Where is that? Boom. And then experience more Go 5G Plus. And I mean, it's the same. What is that? $400? Yeah, $400 off. $1,633. Okay. I mean, T-Mobile, I was like, oh, maybe it's 24 months, but T-Mobile should also be 24 months. Yeah, I mean, it sounds like T-Mobile Direct is giving you a better deal. So I would just go direct. I mean, get the better deal. Why not? Unless you need the perks of the unlocked phone or whatever from Apple, but looks like they're only doing $400 off total. So if you get more than that through T-Mobile Direct, definitely do that. Definitely do that. Haha, the drone hobbyist Murph. Great chart. 17 Pro Max coming Friday. Let's go. Also, fun story, Murph. My first job out of college was actually in a drone space. I worked at this company. It was called Drone Genuity, and they did aerial drone services. And I basically, like, this is the website. I basically helped build this website in WordPress. Like, this is all I took this photo. This is all the original imagery that I added. This is somewhere in Colorado, which is funny. Drone inspection. Yeah. I think, hang on. Contact us, resources company, about us. There I am. I'm still on the website. So I used to be into drones. I got my Part 107 and everything. And yeah, good times. So drones are super cool. That was a side tangent. Back to answering your questions. Yuvraj Singh. Hopefully I pronounced that correctly. Forgive me if I did not. Thank you so much for your generosity and support. AT&T is the best coverage for me. Should I switch to a plan that offers international or just use an eSIM? Also buying unlocked from Apple versus AT&T. This is a fantastic question, and you are in a little bit of a pickle. Because you'll remember when we were looking at the iPhone page, this is just going to be for that regular 17, but the same applies for the 16 Pro. Wow, look, wait, this is just me realizing this for the first time. Look at this storage differences. Only 256 or 512. There's no 1 terabyte or even 2 terabyte option here. Sage, mint, blue. Ooh, I like the blue. I think that's a really nice blue. And of course the black. I miss it on the Pro. I don't know why they didn't do it. Anyway, the big thing here, oh, sorry, that's not the one. Here it is. Here's your situation. If you buy an iPhone through an AT&T financing or installment plan, you will receive a locked model. So I don't think there's a way for you to finance it. I'm just thinking right now. Well, you won't be able to do AT&T's deal. So you're not going to be able to get the full $1,100 off a iPhone 17 Pro Max or the $800 off the regular iPhone 17 or whatever. But you might be able to do something. So you might be able to trade in your current phone, right, and finance it. So let's say you trade in iPhone 13. It's in good condition. Great. You're going to finance it. You could do the Apple Card monthly installments. That would be the way to do it. If you wanted to finance your phone and get a little bit of trading credit, you could trade in with Apple. You could finance with Apple Card. And I think this will be unlocked because even though you're financing it, this is not through an AT&T installment plan. This is through Apple Card monthly financing, which is different. If you go back and you choose the AT&T option, this guy right here, this one will be locked. But I think if you choose Apple Card monthly financing, you'll miss out on the extra promo credit that AT&T offers, but you'll get an unlocked phone. Now, the question becomes, all right, you could pay extra to get the device here and then save money on international roaming plans. But what would happen if you just went through AT&T directly? I think it might be more affordable just to get the unlocked model from Apple versus AT&T, because the international plan from AT&T, $12 a day, all right, for a broad use. If AT&T gives you enough credit and you save an extra $400, that would technically cover 1 month, 33 days of international roaming, I guess, right? But you could also, depending on where you're going, pick another, like, let's say you're going to France. I included this in one of my videos, but you can get a 10 gig plan for $5, right? I don't know how frequently you're traveling abroad or what your needs are, but this seems way more affordable than spending $12 per day. If I were in your shoes, I'm big on getting unlocked, so I probably would consider going unlocked, but it depends probably how long you're going to be traveling abroad, what your international use is, if you want to make sure you can receive phone calls and texts while you're abroad and things such as that. So I hope that's helpful. This is an interesting question. Le Petrus, hopefully I pronounced that correctly, and forgive me if not. Hey Stetson, quality customer service is very important to me, but often overlooked when comparing these low-cost plans. What is the best customer service among the low-cost priority unlimited data plans? I think this is going to vary, and you will find someone who has had a horrible experience on every single carrier. That's just the name of the game. For my personal testing, the carriers I feel have generally better customer service. I think US Mobile is one. I use them personally. I think they're really good. This might come as a surprise, but I actually have had a really good time on Mobile X. I think the app could use some improvements. I think they're still ironing out some kinks, but when I make a ticket and get a customer service agent and chat with them, they've been super friendly and super helpful. So I would definitely consider them. Visible used to be known for having very poor customer service, but I think definitely feel free to flame me in the comments if you disagree with this. But I feel Visible customer service, I think the product has improved to the point where you're less likely to need customer service. And I do think chatting with their reps has gotten a little bit better. As a pro tip, someone actually told me this. T-Mobile T-Force through Facebook Messenger is still based here in the United States, I believe. But T-Force, everywhere else, this is for T-Mobile customer service, that has been outsourced internationally. So either way, US Mobile, Mobile X. Curious if anyone has any other suggestions there. Kevstar. All right, I see all the super chats. We'll get to them in just a minute. Kevstar, did Stetson say if he decided on silver or deep blue? Kevin, I've not decided. Or Kevstar, I have not decided. I will put up a poll right now, and I'm curious what you guys would choose. A lot of people love orange. I'm not feeling the orange. It's going to be a vibrant color. It's going to be fun. It's not going to be for me. I am between silver or the deep blue. Wait, I think I need to click this button. Let me see if I can. Yeah. Let me put up a poll. I'm curious what you guys would pick. Add a poll. Silver, deep blue. What color iPhone should I get? Start the poll. Or maybe what would you get? All right, we have a bunch of super chats that came in, so thank you guys. Let's go through these now. Make sure everyone gets answered. Boom. Star Chaser. Love that username. Thank you so much for your generosity and support. Want to go for my 16 Pro free with AT&T from a 15 to a 17 Pro, but I didn't choose up next anytime. Is there a cheaper option than paying it off? What about 18? So Star Chaser, unfortunately, there is probably no cheaper option. I mean, it depends how many lines you have, right? So what you could do, food for thought, you could pay off the phone on AT&T and then consider switching to a plan that is more affordable. One example, we were just talking about US Mobile. US Mobile, they use the AT&T network for coverage. That is actually their Dark Star network. If you wanted to and you were feeling ambitious, you could do this. Unlimited starter. It is $200 upfront for 12 months, which comes out to $16.60 per month. An insane deal. And this would give you truly unlimited high-speed data on the AT&T network with 20 gigs of hotspot. If you wanted something more premium, you could consider the unlimited premium plan. This is unlimited priority data on AT&T, 200 gigabytes of hotspot data. That's 100 gigs at full speed, 100 gigs at 8 megabits per second, and then unlimited at 600 kilobits per second after that. And then some really good international features here. The smartwatch, ignore that. That's only for Verizon customers. If you wanted monthly, you could also just do unlimited starter monthly, $25 a month. And this would collapse your monthly bill, right? You buy the iPhone, you pay off your current iPhone, you use that to trade it in. and then you get a $25 plan such as this. Based on my analysis here, this is the single most affordable option for a single line, right? You'd get $700 for trading in your 16. Well, I guess you have a 16 Pro, so it wouldn't be 700. It would be less than that. It would be $580. Still not bad. You'd buy your new device, the 17 Pro, 1,100 minus, what did I say, 580? $520 is what you would pay to upgrade to the new device. And then you have that super affordable plan. You would save so much money in the long run just on the plan alone. Because without Next Up Anytime, I mean, you're looking at, unlimited starter here at a minimum, right? Like this is one of the more expensive options, it turns out. So I would definitely consider that. Otherwise, unfortunately, there really isn't that much you can do. You could buy, I'm just trying to think, like, how would I min-max this? You could potentially buy out your phone, sell your phone for cash, buy an iPhone, I think it's like the iPhone 13 or 13 Pro, gently used, and use that for a trade-in device with AT&T. And technically you might save a little bit of money, but yeah, I would say, look, if I'm in your shoes and I really wanted to upgrade, I'd probably ditch AT&T, I'd pay off the phone, I would own the phone, I would go with a prepaid plan, and I would save so much money. If you have patience and you want to wait, then waiting will definitely be more affordable in the long run. So I hope that's helpful. And definitely let me know if you have a follow-up on that. Campy, thank you so much for your generosity and support. Hi, Stetson. Just found your channel. Wow, thank you so much for tuning in. That's amazing. I'm stuck in an AT&T plan. Hope you read my other comments and have found some advice how to upgrade. Thanks. Campy, let me see if I can find your other comments. Here we go. 4 out of 5. Okay, we got them. They're coming in. 1 out of 5. Let's go. I have a 14 Pro Max, 128 gig, plus Watch Ultra 2, both on AT&T. You want a 17 Pro Max, 1 terabyte, maybe 512. Keep the watch, both on a cheaper prepaid plan. Man, it depends if you need AT&T coverage. Let's keep going. I like this story. Campy. Currently, plan is on AT&T Elite 92 a month with auto pay and a signature discount. Love that. Way to go. $17 a month for Watch Unlimited? Okay, that is highway robbery. I did not realize AT&T was charging that. Next Up Anytime. Not Next Up Anytime, just regular Next Up. Also Protect Advantage a month. Ooh, that is definitely, man, so this is sad to see. So sometimes reps will add on insurance, whether you ask for it or not, and that is what that is. Protect Advantage for 1 tier 4, $17 a month. I mean, canceling that is just instant savings. And if you wanted coverage, you could get Apple Care Plus, and it's like $13 or $14 a month. Or you could do the $25 a month and get your watch and your phone covered. All right, so I'm on installment 25 of 36. So I think you should be eligible to upgrade through AT&T. Total phone, Apple Watch. Dang, $132 a month. Campy, that is expensive. All right, what's the final one here? Wait, where's the 5 out of 5? 4 out of 5? Am I missing it? Maybe this is it, and the 5 out of 5 was the chat. Oh, here we go. I'd love to break free from AT&T completely and buy a new device with prepaid option, but willing to re-up with AT&T for another 3 years if that's my best option to upgrade now. I think, honestly, you would save so much money breaking free from AT&T. So let's go through these kind of one at a time. So what is the breakup fee going to be? You have the 14 Pro Max, right? So 14 Pro Max means you're close. You're close on the payments. Well, how much is paid off? 25 of 36. So what is that? You have 11 more payments to go. That's not bad. All right. 11 divided by 36 is going to be 30%. That is what you owe. The 30% of the total financed amount. It looks like it's an iPhone 14 and not a Pro. So that is retailed for like $830, so $800. So if we do iPhone 4, so let's do 800 times 30%. You owe roughly $240 if it's a regular iPhone 14. Just to be safe for you, if you ended up balling out and getting the iPhone 14 Pro, $300. So $240 to $300 to buy out your phone. You can then use that for a trade-in through Apple, which would be $220. So honestly, not bad. I mean, you buy out the device. Here, I'll share this. You buy out the device for maybe $240, $250, depending on what it is, and then you get $200 of credit. So kind of a net wash there. That means you have the opportunity to buy the phone you want at full price, and I'm assuming you'll keep the Apple Watch. The trick here, Campy, is the cellular watch plan. Why is this tricky? It's because not that many carriers support it. This is the official list of carriers that offer service for an Apple Watch. AT&T, oh dang, Cricket. Okay, we might be able to max your bill with Cricket. That's good to know. So Appalachian, AT&T, Boost, C-Spire, Consumer Cellular, Cricket, CGI, Metro, Red Pocket. US Mobile isn't here, but they also do it. And then it's also what coverage do you want? If you want to stick with Verizon coverage, you're not going to be happy, but all right, I'll give you two options. Two options for sticking with, did I say Verizon? I meant AT&T. Two options for sticking with AT&T coverage if you want to do that. Option number one, which I personally would prefer, but is more of a hassle specifically for the watch. Let me go here. So usmobile.com. You could switch to US Mobile, right? Let's say you want to get a deal on their unlimited starter plan. This is going to be best bang for buck. You will miss out on priority data. So if you want like same network experience that you have now, US Mobile Unlimited Premium is going to deliver that. This is going to be QCI 8 on AT&T. Exact same network experience as AT&T Unlimited Premium and Unlimited Extra. Unlimited Priority, the 200 gigs of hotspot. Now, it kind of comes with a free smartwatch plan because, actually, I don't think it does. Darkstar, do they have smartwatch here? Yeah, so the watch is not yet supported. You could add a separate watch line, though, on the Verizon network. It would have its own number and be, so they have two options, a standalone and a companion. Let's just do monthly, so it's easy. Extra $10 a month for this. It is a watch plan only. The watch gets its own number, but it's unlimited talk and text and unlimited data. Assuming, like, you've got an iPhone, I think iMessage would allow you to kind of get texts and stuff on your phone, get texts and stuff from your phone to your watch. But if you were to call from your watch, it would be a different number. So definitely not ideal. But the savings, and personally, I'm of the opinion you may not actually need a cellular plan for your watch. Because what does that do? Well, it really only allows you to make calls, send texts, and load a little bit of data while you're away from your phone. I don't know about you, but I am personally glued to my phone like, I don't know, a toddler playing with a hot glue gun. Like, I'm stuck with it. So I personally don't need the cellular plan, but totally understand if you do. And this would be a major inconvenience, but it also would be very affordable. So this would be option one, unlimited premium or unlimited starter. I'd probably lean towards starter because I think it's the best value. It will be deprioritized data, but you know, that makes a little bit less of a difference, or it probably depends on your area and the network congestion and things such as that. But either way, both of these are great options. That's option one. Option two, I'm going to say it. I think it's going with Cricket. If you need hotspot, you could do Smart Unlimited, right? This is probably going to be the best value. Smart Unlimited, $45 a month for a single line, comes with unlimited data, 15 gigs of hotspot, and a bunch of other stuff. And you can add your watch. And where do I find the watch lines? Plans, smartwatch plans, boom. That's right. Instead of $17, you'd pay just $10 a month for your smartwatch plan. Taxes and fees are included on Cricket. So you are looking at just $55 a month total for both your phone and your watch plan. And that's truly unlimited data on AT&T. So this is option two. Huge benefit to Cricket is you would be able to share your phone number on your cellular watch. But again, the monthly price here is jumping up quite a bit from US Mobile. Before you were looking, I mean, no discount. Looks like they have a promo on their monthly, so $35 a month. That's really good. You throw in the discount, $25 a month, $16 a month, right? So this is why I was considering this and then grabbing that standalone plan for your watch. This would be on Verizon again, so not AT&T, but that is something to consider. If you did want to go with a different network and you were open to that, unfortunately, US Mobile doesn't offer any discounts on the Verizon network, but they do offer service on Verizon. And you could do, again, monthly, $44 a month. This includes a free watch line on the Verizon network. So it's probably easier if I show you on my website here. So bestphoneplans.net. This is just a site for finding and comparing cell phone plans. And I do the full details. So US Mobile Unlimited Premium, and it's going to be on the Warp network. That's what they refer to as the Verizon network. What do you get with this plan? It is $44 a month. Truly unlimited high-speed data, unlimited priority, 50 gigabytes of high-speed hotspot, up to 720p streaming. You get that watch line included for free, and because the watch works on the Verizon network, it'll just be added. It'll share the same number. That's included for free with your service. Also, superb international features if you're into that. And again, this is $44 a month total, taxes and fees included. If you wanted to do that annual plan, boom, you're looking at just it's actually $32.50 per month, taxes and fees included for all those same features. Another superb option to consider on the Verizon network is going to be Visible Plus Pro. This also includes that free watch line on promo for $39 a month for your first 12 months. Unlimited priority data. Actually, I don't really like looking at Visible's website, so I'm going to go back to my website because I also want to promote it. Right, Visible Plus Pro, what's included? $45 a month, taxes and fees included, unlimited priority, truly unlimited hotspot data at 15 megabits per second. You're getting up to 4K video streaming. This is 4K video streaming on 5G ultra wideband, 1080p video streaming on LTE or 5G nationwide. You're getting that free smartwatch line included for your Apple Watch Ultra. And then, again, superb international features. Want to do the annual plan? Actually, you shouldn't do the annual plan because the month-to-month promo is $39 a month right now, which is arguably better because you're month-to-month, you can leave anytime. So, Campy, I think that's what I would do. If I'm in your shoes, I'm looking at finessing and finagling with US Mobile's Dark Star AT&T discounts and grabbing that secondary line for my watch. That'll be like, what, $35 a month-ish total? Like, that's insane for the features you're getting. Or I guess net because it's annual. If you do monthly, it'd be $45 total. If you wanted to do the Verizon network, these would be full price. So it'd be $44 or $32, but the watch would be included on those. So not bad. You could also do that Cricket plan we touched on. Smart Unlimited, $45 plus your $10 watch, $55 a month. I mean, you just save so much money, right? $132 minus $55. You would save $77 per month. That is, oh my God, this is crazy. $924 per year. I mean, that covers the cost of the device right there. So, all right, I think hopefully that's helpful. Thank you so much for your generosity and support, and I appreciate you. Jake A. Hey, Stetson, could you swing by Pronto Mobile's site and do a quick plan comparison? They have some new info now for founders pricing, it looks like. Yeah, I actually heard from Pronto, so good call. I need to email them back, and if Pronto happens to be watching this, apologize for the delay. What is Pronto Mobile? That is a fantastic question. I'm glad the audience is asking that. Pronto Mobile is a new mobile service that is just launching that literally combines coverage on all three networks. Now, it's not perfect. Basically, the way it works is they have this promo video here. If you work on the go, I'm sorry about that. Here we go. Yeah, boom. So it's if you have a weak connection or something's not working, you can tap a button in the Pronto Mobile app, and your phone will literally cycle between different networks, determine the best one, and then switch to that. You're on AT&T. Turns out AT&T doesn't have good coverage. You go to your app, you tap switch networks, it checks the networks, and it switches to Verizon or T-Mobile, depending on which one is better in that area. It does take, I think, like 30 seconds is what they said, maybe a couple minutes. But yeah, crazy. So you can pre-register. And they say founders pricing. Let's see. What is going on? So try free for 15 days. 0 trial, no obligation. Keep your current service when you try. Share your feedback. And then get exclusive pricing for life. So that's pretty cool. See offer terms. All right, so it looks like the first 100 individuals. Oh man, there's like 400 of you watching this right now. So you could all sign up. The first 100 people are going to get that free beta access, no obligation payment, and join there. Oh, I guess those who pre-register for a 15 free trial of the homepage get the early access founders promotion. And then the first 100 people who sign up for the builders beta access get the discount. So the founder, you'll get that 15-day free, no charge, no obligation to try it, provide feedback. As a builder, you get 30 days, no charge, no obligation. And then you can provide feedback via a survey by day 20 of the trial. You can port your number if you so choose. They are going to be doing this in waves. Free access invitation will be sent out by email. You will need a valid credit card, it looks like, for sign up for any non-planned services such as international calling or roaming that might result in taxes and fees. And you'll receive an email before the end of your free trial to switch or cancel or do whatever you want. And they do have some lifetime service options. Oh man, all right. So it looks like this is closed, but they might have some pricing for additional members who sign up. It looks like they still don't really list their pricing, but I'll reach out to them. I'll find out what the deal is, and we'll let you guys know. But they're getting closer to launch, which is super exciting. So Jake, thank you so much for the comment, and I hope that's helpful. All right. Yuvraj, thank you so much again. Forgot to mention earlier, 2 lines and 17 Pro Max, upgrading from 2 12 Pro Maxes, traveling abroad about 4 weeks a year, looking for the best deal. All right, so you're on AT&T with 2 12 Pro Maxes. I mean, okay, so at the upgrade cadence you have, let's find out. Let's find out for you. That means you're upgrading less frequently. The 12 Pro Max, wow, every 5 years. Props to you. That's a long time. That is a long time. And you have 2 lines. So for 2 lines here, it is net more affordable to go with a prepaid plan. Yeah. Like it wouldn't necessarily be bad to stick with AT&T, right? So looking at these options, going with Apple and a $25 unlimited plan, most affordable for 2 lines. Apple with a $45 prepaid plan, like Visible or US Mobile, second most affordable. Then you got T-Mobile Essentials and then AT&T Unlimited Starter. And it's not by much, right? It's like, well, that's pretty, $500 is actually pretty good. But with what you need, it'd really be $733 per line per year versus $810. So an extra $80 per year, not necessarily the end of the world if you're happy with AT&T and you're also on their starter plan. That said, I do think if you want the net best cost for you, it's going to be this. Doing an Apple trade-in and getting a $45 unlimited plan. So you wouldn't get that much upfront for your device, $230 for that 12 Pro Max. You would also get no bill credits, but the monthly plan cost would be just $45. You could get it even lower if you do the discount. So the plan I'm going to recommend is going to be US Mobile Unlimited Premium. Your 2 options are, I mean, if you stick with AT&T, you can use promo code FULLSPEED, grab it for $35 a month. That is an insane deal. If you wanted to do annual, you're getting it for under $25 a month, which is unreasonably good, such a good deal. Now, the reason I suggest US Mobile Unlimited Premium is because, boom, same AT&T coverage domestically that you're used to, and it includes free international roaming. So let me pull up the plan details for you on my website, and you can take a look at this. US Mobile Unlimited Premium. And it's going to be the Dark Star. So let me just add that so you can see the full details. $44 a month, unlimited high-speed data. This is priority data, QCI 8 on AT&T. 200 gigs of hotspot. This is tiered hotspot, so first 100 gigs at full speed, the next 100 gigs at 8 megabits per second. full 4K video streaming, no problems there. Big thing for you. You're getting free international texting while within the United States. You're getting free international calls while within the United States. You're getting 20 gigabytes free in Canada and Mexico. And you're getting 200 minutes, 250 texts, and 20 gigabytes of free roaming in 67 countries. This is a really good option. And you can go to US Mobile's website, which we were just on, bam, features, international data, and you can see exactly what countries are supported. So AT&T on US Mobile is Darkstar, and they do support a lot of destinations, but some of them are data only. And so you just want to check, hey, I'm on Darkstar, what countries include that are just data only, such as Albania, or that have the data talk and text, such as Anguilla or Argentina, countries such as that. So definitely consider checking them out. If you are open to switching networks, then US Mobile on the Lightspeed network is going to have even better roaming with talk, text, and data roaming in full 180 plus destinations, which is just going to be superb. And this is, I think, one of the best value plans for international travel that I have come across. I know a lot of people like Google Fi. Google Fi is excellent. This is going to be more affordable because it's $44 a month instead of $65 from Google Fi. So I hope that's helpful. This is definitely what I would do. US Mobile Darkstar, depending on the countries you visit. Or if you're like, hey, I'm open to switching, US Mobile Lightspeed, just to get those extra countries included in there. But Darkstar has the promo, and odds are, I mean, they include a lot of the most popular destinations for free. So odds are it works. And the promo pricing is unbeatable. So that is definitely what I would consider. And I hope that's helpful. MacGear99, thank you so much for your generosity and support. I appreciate you. I am on AT&T. I'm wondering if they have any good deals on the regular 17 for existing customers. I am on AT&T Next Up. Yeah, they definitely do. I mean, the move here, let's see, do I have it? Bam. We got it. What is AT&T offering? So they are offering up to $800 off the iPhone 17, and conveniently, that means it's going to be free for you. And you can figure out exactly what they're offering, or what you would get for your device just using this checker here. So if you're doing a 13, that's going to be the full $800. Let's go back. Let's see, where is the cutoff? Is it going to be a 12? Yeah, so if you have a 12, instead of $800, you're getting $350 off. Let's see, 12 Pro, still $350, 12 Pro Max, still for, yeah, so it's the iPhone 13. Oh, Mini still doesn't even get it. iPhone 13, that's the cutoff. iPhone 13 and newer, you'll get a full $800 off the iPhone 17. If you have the iPhone 13 mini or older, you're looking at only $350 off. And so, yeah, and you're eligible for this. So with Next Up, AT&T Next Up, let me open that in a new tab. You are eligible to get this promotion. Here we go. When 50% of the device is paid off. So after 18 months. So if you have had your current plan and phone for at least 18 months, you're eligible to upgrade. So every 18 months when your 50% of the device is paid off, and you'll get those deals we just talked about. And that's not a bad option. So I hope that's helpful. Nahal Patel, thank you so much for your generosity and support. Man. All right, this is a good question. 4 lines on Verizon Business at $53 a month. I'm assuming that's per line per month. Otherwise, that would be insane. Should I buy at Apple with trade-in on Verizon device payments for a lower financed amount and buy out the remaining balance every year? I think it comes down to like, how frequently do you want to upgrade your device? If you like to upgrade more frequently, it is 100% worth buying through Apple, because Apple does the 2-step credit. So we were just looking at that page here. This is going to be just for the 17, but the same exact concept is going to apply for all of the models. If you go directly through Apple, they're going to do the trade-in credit partially up front, and then you'll get the remaining credit as Verizon bill credits. This means if you wanted to upgrade a device early, the financed amount is lower, and therefore the amount you would owe to buy out the phone would also be lower. That said, I think we have seen some people reporting business plans might not be eligible for the same kind of deals and discounts that consumers are eligible for through Apple. Maybe Apple just doesn't have access to the business accounts. I don't know what the deal is, but I think that is what I've been hearing. And if that is the case, it may make sense to just go through Verizon directly. Unfortunately, I'm just trying to think. Yeah, Verizon doesn't have, they don't have a way for you to upgrade early. And if you were to do an upgrade early, you'd have to buy out the remainder of the device. So the question is, like, how do you get the most trade-in credit for your device? I'm kind of curious now. Let's find out. Maybe we can use, no, I want the Pro Max. Let's go iPhone. Let's do iPhone Pro Max. Oh, we're on iPad. Pre-order. Pro Max. Okay, cool. Actually, we don't need to do that. We just need to go Verizon. Let's say you're trading in that 16 Pro Max. So if you have an iPhone 16 Pro Max, Apple will give you $700 for it, right? So that means you're getting $700 of credit. If you were to go through Verizon and you were to upgrade after 12 months, and Verizon was giving it to you for free, 1,200 divided by 36 months is $33.33 per month, times the 12 months you're on the plan, $400. So you would actually get less credit going through Verizon. So if you did Verizon's financing deal with a 16 Pro Max through Verizon directly, where all of the credit was applied as bill credits and you upgraded after 1 year, you would have only gotten about $400 worth of credit. Whereas if you trade in directly through Apple, you will get $700 of credit up front. So I think it depends how frequently you want to upgrade. But if I were in your shoes, I would probably just do the trade-in directly through Apple, right? Get the full credit and own the device. I hope that's helpful. Let me know if you have any follow-up questions on that. All right, Jordan. Is Pixel 10 worth the extra $110 on US Mobile versus the Pixel 9? This comes down to camera and I guess on-device processing. So Pixel 10 series does have a little bit more on-device. I mean, I should probably check that, but with the Tensor G5, they're doing a little bit more on-device with suggestions. The magic cues is what they're calling them. I don't think it's worth it. They also changed the camera. So Pixel 9 to Pixel 10. Pixel 10 adds a zoom camera, but it significantly decreases the quality of the main camera. If you want zoom, go Pixel 10. If you want a higher quality main camera, go Pixel 9. I think for me personally, I would probably save money, go with the Pixel 9, and get the better main camera. I think that's what I would do. So my answer is no. Anthony's Tech 101. Amazing to see you here. Thanks so much for your generosity and support and for your patience. I'm sure it has been a long while for me to get to this question. Hey man, should I finance iPhone 17 Pro Max on Apple Card or carrier deals at Apple, trading in a paid off 16 Pro Max? Wow. Anthony's Tech. I guess it depends who your carrier is and how many lines you have. Look, my bias, right? We've kind of covered this, but my bias, if you've got one line, there is simply, so you've got the paid off 16 Pro Max. It sounds like you love upgrading every year. You can upgrade every year and be on a premium plan from Visible or US Mobile, and it is more affordable than all of the postpaid options, right? Because Apple's going to give you $700 for your paid off iPhone 16 Pro Max. That means you're going to only pay, let's see, $1,200 minus $700, $500 out of pocket for your new iPhone 17 Pro Max, assuming base storage configuration. And then you're just cruising on a $45 a month unlimited plan. Net cost per year, $1,039, right? The $500 for the phone plus the $45 a month times 12 for the plan. If you're on a major carrier, it's going to be more. I mean, AT&T with Next Up Anytime, that could technically be, not a bad value, but it's going to be more expensive. And T-Mobile Essentials, I mean, this is T-Mobile's like baseline entry-level plan, $1,300. I mean, compared to that, you're saving like, where did that go? I need to freeze these. You're saving like $300, easily $100 per year. So I'd probably do that. And you have flexibility to choose like hey, it turns out I don't need that much data. I can knock down to a $25 unlimited plan, right? Now you're saving even more money. So if I were in your shoes, I would definitely trade in my 16 Pro Max to Apple. And we actually haven't covered this in quite a bit. So for all of you new people watching, there are almost 400 of you watching this right now, which is insane. There is a secret way to finance an all-new iPhone 17 Pro Max and use it on a prepaid cell phone carrier, any plan you choose. How do you do it? Let's go to pre-order. Let me show you exactly how this is done. There are two methods. I'll start with the preferred method first. First, select your configuration, your Pro Max. You can do your Cosmic Orange. Select the storage. Let's do 256 for this example. If you have a trade-in, you can trade it in. We'll do that iPhone 16 Pro Max for you, $700 off. It's in great condition. I know you take good care of your device. Okay, here's where the option happens. If you wanted to finance the phone and get it unlocked, you pick finance, you pick Apple Card monthly installments, and then you're like, well, wait a minute. My only options are AT&T, Boost Mobile, T-Mobile, and Verizon. What do I choose if I want to go with a prepaid carrier such as Visible or US Mobile? Well, the secret option is to select T-Mobile. Why is this? Well, it turns out all models of the iPhone come unlocked, right? So this is going to include the T-Mobile iPhone. The only one that's locked is AT&T through an AT&T installment plan. And people on Reddit have confirmed that at least last year, you were able to bypass the screen that asked for your T-Mobile account information. So you can finance with Apple Card monthly finance, pick the T-Mobile model, and you are now paying monthly for your new iPhone 17 Pro Max, $20.79 a month. I mean, Anthony's Tech, you pair this with Visible's $35 unlimited plan or US Mobile's $45 unlimited plan, you're looking at $65 a month total for an amazing phone and an amazing plan. The backup method, if this doesn't work for whatever reason, or you're trying to buy it in store and Apple doesn't let you do it, all you're going to do is select buy at full price, the $500. You'll select connect to any carrier later. And once you go ahead and complete this purchase, because you're using Apple Card monthly financing, what you're going to do is reach out to Goldman Sachs and ask them to convert the payment into a monthly installment payment. And that is how you can finance a phone at Apple and use it with any plan from any carrier, truly unlocked. That's the way to go. So Anthony's Tech, I hope that's helpful. Let me know what you go for. I'm also curious, if we check it on the poll here, Deep Blue, 69% of you are saying Deep Blue over silver. Wow, that's pretty awesome. All right, maybe I'll go Deep Blue. I want to see it in person though, I think. All right, thank you so much. The Mashu, hopefully I said that correctly. Forgive me if not. Thank you so much for your generosity and support. On Magenta Max with 2 lines, upgrading to the 13 Pro Max to the 17 Pro Max. Stay consumer or go biz with Verizon or T-Mobile. Leaning Verizon since Best Buy Total Tech includes Apple Care Plus and saves money. Wow. Honestly, that's a fantastic question. All right, we need to do some quick preliminary research. I'm leaning against going biz. Plans. Mobile. View all devices plans. Here we go. So these are the Verizon's business. My biz plan. All right. So with 2 lines. Oh, yeah. I'm not sure. I mean, I'm curious if you're looking at something that's different than what I'm seeing right now. But the My Biz plan is coming in at $55 per month for 2 lines. And that's per line. Per line per month. Plus there's going to be taxes and fees. This is easily $62 per line per month. You can save money, right, by considering an option such as Visible. Priority data, unlimited hotspot at 10 megabits per second. This comes with up to 1080p streaming on 5G ultra wideband. $29 a month, right? Like that's under half the cost per line right there. You can add Apple Care Plus to this and it would still be more affordable. So in my opinion, I would stay consumer, consider a prepaid plan, and just save so much money. That's what I would consider doing. I don't feel like the business plan is coming with the compelling features. Like, this plan is deprioritized. The Visible Plus plan, this has priority data. This is going to be a better network experience than the Verizon business plan. And the reason is because Verizon separated the add-ons out. Let me try and figure out, do I learn more? Customize your plan. Choose your plan. Bring your own device. Man, I'm just getting thwarted by the website right now. Pricing details, important plan, Verizon Business. Holy smokes. I super did not want to go to this screen. I just wanted to see the device protection. I feel like there was a screen that just like had add-ons. Learn more. Here we go. This is what I'm talking about. So Verizon separated priority data into a separate $10 per line per month add-on. And this gives you priority data. But this is included. So now you're at, let's say it was $60. Now you're at $70 per line per month for Verizon Business, if I'm understanding this correctly. And you're getting priority data for $29 a month on Visible, right? Like this in my opinion is the route I would go. I think you'd save so much money. Just, yeah. So I'm curious if that, I mean, you could even get Apple Care and save money with this. So curious what you think, but I hope that is helpful. That is what I would do. The other options on Verizon, US Mobile Unlimited Premium does also include priority data and that free watch line. Visible Plus Pro also comes with that free watch line. So I would probably go Visible is what I would do if I were in your shoes. And I hope that's helpful. Ethan, thank you so much for your generosity and support. I got a $49 iPhone 16e from Boost. Recommendations on where to trade it in for something unlocked. Boost forces you to keep the $60 plan when you get the promo. Yeah, that is a good question. So it sounds like you have a locked phone on Boost, if I'm understanding this correctly. It's not going to be eligible to be unlocked until 36 months. I don't know. Like, are you looking at switch carriers? Is Boost not working? I'm just thinking here. I think if I were in your shoes, Ethan, what I would consider doing is selling the iPhone 16e locked to Boost and just switching to a whole new carrier. But, I mean, this might not be the best option for you, but this is what's coming to my head. So iPhone 16e, I mean, you could switch to a postpaid carrier, but it's just so expensive. Yeah, I mean, and you want something unlocked? Yeah, this is what I would do. I would do iPhone 16e. What, more carrier options. Lol, that's funny. Boost. It might be hard to sell your iPhone 16e on Swappa just because fewer people are probably browsing for it. But let's say mint for 360. Let's say you sell it for 360. Okay, times 0.87. You get, we'll round down. Let's say you get $300 cash from selling it on a site such as Swappa or Facebook Marketplace. You could then take that and you could consider buying, what did I say, $300 cash? The oldest iPhone I would get is an iPhone 13 Pro, unlocked, and boom. Man, the battery health is tough on these guys. I'm not going to lie. It's tough out here. And you don't really want to spend $80 extra to get it replaced. Here we go. $455. So it costs you maybe $160. Get an unlocked iPhone 13 Pro, 100% battery health. And I mean, this looks like it's in great condition. That is the route that I would consider doing. Sell the device, take the cash, buy a gently used phone that is unlocked. And then you can, instead of paying $60 a month on the plan, you could drop down, start paying $25 or lower with something such as Visible, or do like US Mobile, one of their monthly options. These will be crazy affordable as well. So that's where my mind is at. I hope that is helpful. I think that's one of the better options in terms of getting an unlocked device. You could trade it into Apple, but I don't think Apple is showing the trade-in value for that. Apple trade-in. I think it's, yeah, they don't show it. iPhone 16e is not listed. So if I say Apple, I think it asks for the serial number. Oh, they don't even have it. You could try. And then if you trade it into Apple, they're probably not going to care if it's locked or not. They just care about the condition. So, all right, I hope that's helpful. John, Q, Pro Max 17 via Boost, 1 year free promo plus mint $15. Ooh. Yeah, John, that's insane. So what is John asking right now? Let me get some water. We've been going for over 2 hours, and there's 300. You guys are amazing. You guys are amazing. My voice will be off tomorrow. That is for sure. So what is John suggesting? So Boost has this crazy deal right now that I actually took advantage of last year when I bought this iPhone 16 Pro. I bought it unlocked from Boost Mobile. And it turns out if you buy a phone from Boost Mobile and pay full price, not only, well, it'll ship locked, but you get it unlocked, I think in like within 72 hours. You can use any plan you want on it after that. So we want the, here, pre-order now. Let's say we want that 17 Pro Max. And this is exactly what I did last year, except it was with the 17 Pro. Oh my gosh, and funny story, someone from Boost, they actually drove to meet me because something happened with shipping. It wasn't going to get to me in time. So they like took the device from the Denver airport and drove to meet me somewhere. I mean, they just went above and beyond for that. Anyway, you pick the phone you want. You can keep your number or get a new number. Let's just say a new number. Oh man, is it not? All right, we're gonna sub in a pitch hitter. It's gonna be the 16 series phones. Shop iPhone, and it's gonna be. Let's just use this iPhone 15 as a quick example. If you do, you pick what you want. You decline protection. You keep your number, or you get a new number. You can do pay today, and you will get a free year of service. So this is what John Sala is talking about. Buy at Boost Mobile, pay the full price up front, and you get a free year of Boost service. This used to be on the Boost Mobile network. Now it's just on the AT&T network. It's going to be the base plan, so the regular $25 a month plan with 30 gigs of high-speed data. But this device will be eligible to be unlocked immediately, and it might take, I think mine auto-unlocked after 72 hours, but you can call, and sometimes you can get it unlocked a little bit sooner. Or I think actually you might have to wait, but it auto-unlocks after like 72 hours. And then he's like, yo, you can stack that with Mint Mobile's $15 a month deal. So all of a sudden you got a $15 plan with truly unlimited high-speed data on T-Mobile, and you have your backup Boost Mobile plan with coverage on AT&T. Yeah, John, that is insane. That is such a good deal. That is such a good deal. I would definitely consider it. You do have to wait, though. I remember it was like I got my new phone, and I was so excited to use it, and I couldn't use it because my number was on US Mobile, and it was locked for that first 72 hours. So I had to wait. It was the longest 72 hours of my life. But I made it. Trey, no comment, just a super chat. Thank you, man. I appreciate you. NNT, 13 to 17 or 17 Pro. AT&T Extra or Verizon Plus with 3 to 5 lines or something else. 1 line, I need hotspot and want priority data. I also travel 1 month a year abroad. NNT, that is, you got some interesting requirements here. 3 to 5 lines, what is going on? How do you have 3 or 5 lines? That's such a big difference. All right, so 13 to 17 or 17 Pro. Look, the device does come down to you. I am a big sucker for the Pro phones for one reason, and I think it's this one. Whichever one of these is the telephoto lens, that's what I'm here for. I love having a telephoto lens. It is one of my favorite things ever to have on a phone. That is how come I buy the Pro phone every year, and I love it. The regular 17 is going to be a phenomenal value as well, so definitely consider doing that. In terms of the pricing, and if you're upgrading from a 13, that indicates you're upgrading maybe once every 4 years, or at least you've got more willpower than I do, and you like keeping your devices getting some good value out of them. let's go ahead and take a look and make sure we're grouped by lines. Perfect. I think we'll do each of these. So if you have 3 lines, right, you could maybe save money with a $25 plan. But if you want that international roaming, like international is where things get expensive. If you just need data while abroad, you can do those cheap international eSIM plans. We kind of touched on that a little bit earlier. eSIM.db. You go here, boom, you're getting 10 gigs, 30 days, $5.35. How well does it work? I don't really know. All the traffic does have to be routed back to the United States, so your latency might be a little bit higher, but hey, it was $5. You're probably not too concerned about it. If you need to get text messages while you're abroad to sign into your accounts for 2-factor authentication, anything such as that, well, then you're going to want a plan that includes that. And that's where here in the United States, you would need a $45 plan, such as US Mobile's Unlimited Premium plan, which I think is one of the best options for traveling abroad. And this is, as you can see, more expensive than AT&T. But the catch here is AT&T charges $12 a day while roaming abroad. So that could be expensive. And because the device is locked to AT&T, you would not have the option to purchase the low-cost international eSIM plan. Instead, you would have to do the AT&T International Day Pass, and that is $12 per day. So already that is making me lean a little bit more towards Verizon. And the reason I say that is if we find, is Verizon still more expensive than this? Verizon Unlimited Plus. I'll be darned. It is more expensive. That's crazy. That is crazy. I mean, that's going to just make the answer right there. For 3 lines, look, if you go Verizon Unlimited Plus, the reason I bring that up is I think we actually need to just go to the website. And let me show you something. So first, this is kind of sneaky, and I don't quite understand it. But if you go to Verizon International Roaming and you go to their travel pass, Verizon is now charging, this used to be $10 per day, but they are now charging $12 per day per line per, I guess it's per day, $12 a line per day for international roaming. That is crazy expensive. However, if you go into your little Verizon app and you just purchase the international add-on, which I can show you here, show more, here it is, you get 3 days for $10 per month. And so 30 days would be 10 of those, which would be $100, $100 extra a line. That's still expensive, but this is substantially more affordable than the other options. But I mean, even with that, because you can do Apple's trade-in with a plan such as US Mobile Unlimited Premium that includes international roaming, I mean, the savings from international roaming alone are going to make this a way more affordable option. So let's just see what we got. If we have 4 lines, okay, with 4 lines, this is where I probably would lean a little bit more towards Verizon. And what's cool about Verizon is you can mix and match. So if you're like, yo, like we actually don't need priority data, or some lines don't need priority data, they just need basic service, you throw them on welcome, they get the service they need, you save money on your monthly bill. If you decide, hey, I need more premium service, boom, you upgrade to Unlimited Plus, and you can purchase those roaming add-ons. And here, yeah, the Apple trade-in is more expensive with that $45 plan. And so I think I would go with Verizon here all day, every day. I mean, worth mentioning that T-Mobile does include international roaming, so that could make them more compelling. Lastly, yeah, I mean, the $45 plan for 5 lines is crazy expensive. It's just because you're not getting the multi-line discount. And that's what I would do. Yeah, I mean, if I'm in your shoes, and what is the net cost per year here? So Verizon Unlimited Plus, $665. If we do $701 and then 3 lines, yeah, I think the answer is as many lines as possible on a single account. I would do Verizon because I think they have cheaper international roaming. And I would do as many lines as possible on Unlimited Welcome, and then the lines that need it on Verizon Unlimited Plus. And then you just make sure you purchase the 3 travel pass days at a time when you need it. And I think that's probably the move. That's what I would probably consider for your specific situation. and then you're getting hotspot and priority data and stuff. But it might not be a bad idea to run the numbers with Visible. The features are really good and that kind of stuff. But I do think Verizon is probably what I would lean a little bit towards. So I hope that's helpful. All right. Pix Vids. Should I upgrade my 16 base to a 17 base or 17 Pro and do Apple trade-in and spend that extra money? Is it worth it? The question of the day. This is just a personal question. Like, is it worth it to you? Do you love it? I love tech. I love phones. I love spending money on tech. I love having the newest thing. I love being able to take pictures and know that there's some of the best photos on the best device. But that's just me. The truth is, it's not worth it. This phone, I mean, I was thinking about it. I could be using an iPhone 13 Pro today, do exactly the same stuff that I'm doing. All the features would work. The camera is still good. The 13 Pro still has that 120 hertz display, and it's fine. And if you like, I mean, some people like getting the extra value. What I will say, and this might help answer your question a little bit. How much extra does it cost exactly, right? And so let me find out for you. This is only going to be, we're just going to do it live. That's the only way to do it. Boom. So you've got your 16 base, and you're thinking of a 17 base. 16 base, $450. And it's going to cost $830 for a new one. $380. So if you choose to upgrade every year, base iPhone to base iPhone, you're spending about $380 per year to do that. So then the question is, how much would you spend if you upgraded every 2 years? If you just waited one more year until next year to get the iPhone 18, what would that be? So remember this number, $380 per year. If you go and let's say you upgrade every 2 years, so instead of having an iPhone 16, you're trading in that 15. It is $320, so much less, but the total payment will be over the 2 years. So 830 minus 320 is going to be 510. And then 510 divided by 2 is $255. That's how much it costs to upgrade every 2 years to the newest iPhone. So you would save yourself over $100 just waiting an extra year. Like, is that worth it to you to, have the latest and greatest? Or is it worth it to hold on to your phone? That's kind of up to you to decide. I'm curious what other people think. But there you go. I hope that's somewhat helpful. What else do we have in the chat? Wow, you guys are amazing. Tommy Shields, you're amazing, my friend. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Yes, there are 412 of you watching, which might be a new live stream record for me, if you can believe it. Just trying to help people save money on their phone bill. Again, if you don't have access already, the free Google Sheet it's just linked in the comments. It'll be in the after show. You can use it, copy it, paste it, modify it, and figure out what the best, Tommy, I see, has to be an editor. That's funny. What the best option is for you. And that'll help you. And yeah, this is the Google Sheet. Just trying to break down the cost, figure out what it costs per year based on your plan. Trying to help people save money. That's what we're here for. All right. Bargov, thank you so much for your super sticker. I really appreciate you. Shiny Genger, hopefully I said that correctly. Thank you so much for your generosity and support. I appreciate you. Hey, on US Mobile Unlimited Premium, is Lightspeed deprioritized? If it is, would you recommend Warp or Darkstar New York City? So the answer is yes. Technically on US Mobile, their Lightspeed network, which refers to the T-Mobile network, is deprioritized. T-Mobile postpaid and Google Fi, they're giving you QCI 6 data. That is priority data on the T-Mobile network. US Mobile and every other prepaid carrier is giving you QCI 7. It's technically deprioritized on the T-Mobile network. How much of a difference does this make? Personally, I don't think this makes much of a difference at all. T-Mobile's network is so fast and has so much capacity, I don't think you're likely to notice that difference between QCI 7 and QCI 6. I think if it's working for you, I would stick. I've personally never noticed the difference. And you might find, so in some areas, people thought Verizon had the best coverage, and it probably did. As a result, more people signed up for Verizon, and the network became congested. And so that's where the Verizon network priority data may matter more versus the T-Mobile network, where they have excellent capacity, they have fast speeds, and until recently, they didn't have as many subscribers. So I would stick with your current plan if you feel like it works well for you. And I can kind of show you. I also co-founded this company, CoverageMap.com. We're building crowdsourced maps of cellular coverage for anyone who's new here. You can enter your state, city, county, or zip code and instantly see how the carriers perform. So let's just do New York County, New York. I think this is it. Boom. Best coverage. Oh yeah, I would totally stick. Look at this. In New York City, coverage percentage. T-Mobile, 100% coverage. Median speed, 215 megabits per second, 9.6 out of 10 reliability. AT&T looks to be, I would say AT&T's in third place. Verizon in second place. Actually, Dish, RIP, they were in first place, 100% coverage, 251 megabits per second for their median download speed. That is insane. 9.9 out of 10 reliability. That is nuts. Verizon, the new second place, 95.1% coverage, 128.7 median download speeds, and then 7.9 out of 10 reliability. AT&T, very similar coverage, slightly slower download speeds though, and 7.8 out of 10 reliability. So you can go in here, enter your zip code or your county or whatever region you want to look at, compare how the networks perform. So Shiny, I think T-Mobile is probably so good in New York City, premium data doesn't matter whatsoever. And it might be premium data on Verizon might even be slower than deprioritized data on T-Mobile, right? It just depends on network congestion, time of day, all that kind of stuff. What's also super cool is you can go to the map, and if you go to speed test, you can go and zoom into New York City. And this is all crowdsourced data. And this is the best download speed on AT&T right now. I do have a slightly larger square turned on, so we can go all the way down to 0.1 kilometers, really zoom in like block by block if you want to see the detail here. And the best is you can go to color profile and do best carrier. And now you see the carrier with the fastest speeds in every square. And just looking at this, I mean, it looks like T-Mobile is kind of the best all over the place in New York City. That means T-Mobile customers are getting the fastest speeds when compared to other customers running tests on the cellular networks. This is best download. We can also do average download. T-Mobile, again, very strong. It looks like Boost is also very strong here, but that's getting shut down. I mean, look at this. T-Mobile's everywhere. So yeah, that's CoverageMap.com, crowdsourced cellular coverage. And I would definitely consider, I'll throw this in the chat for you guys if you're interested. We also have a free mobile app, by the way, that I'll give a quick plug to. We actually just today, we noticed we were in the top 100 on the utilities. So this is our free app for iPhone and Android. Download it now. I mean, why not? It's completely free. And I'll throw this in the chat as well. Like, totally free app. Why not check it out? 4.7 out of 5 stars. Currently 108 in utilities. We're going for under 100. And we were there earlier today. Trevor got it and screenshotted it. But yeah, free app for checking coverage and figuring out what network is best in your area. So, Shiny, I hope that is helpful. What else we got cooking? Samantha, thank you so much for your generosity and support. Will Visible do any deals on the 17s? So prepaid carriers such as Visible and Mint and US Mobile, they typically don't do the biggest deals on the devices, but instead offer deals on the service. And we kind of see that already. Visible is offering a $6 per month discount on all of their plans right now. And if you do this with an iPhone 17, you're getting one of the best prices in the industry, right? I mean, that is what I kind of put in my chart here as an example, doing an Apple trade-in and a $25 plan. Well, if you're getting a $19 plan, all of a sudden you're saving an extra $6 a month. And that's an extra $72 per year that this plan, this option would save you over the other options. So definitely worth checking out. I don't have any more information on the deals other than that. I think they have done some promos before where you get like bill credits. Like you buy the phone, you'll get $10 off for a month or 50% off a plan for a month. But you'll find out on Friday when these devices become available officially. And I hope that's helpful. Out to lunch. Thank you so much for your generosity and support. I appreciate you. I have Mint Mobile. Can I finance the iPhone 17 through Apple and choose T-Mobile, or do I have to pay up front and choose connected to any carrier? Yes. So for your specific case, and in fact, anyone else who's watching this who has a prepaid cell phone carrier, an MVNO, and they want to finance a new iPhone, what you want to do is find the iPhone you want. Let's say it's that Pro Max in orange, 256. You can do a trade-in or not. I think a lot of people will do the trade-in, so I'll just enter that here. Let's say you're trading in that 16 Pro Max. That's a good condition. What you want to do, out to lunch. You're on Mint. What you want to do is select finance. This only works if you have Apple Card, and so I apologize if you don't have Apple Card, but what you want to do is select Apple Card, select T-Mobile. This is going to ship unlocked out of the box, and it will work with Mint Mobile, and you can bypass any screen. I think you have to hit skip like 3 times, but it'll bypass any screen that asks for you on like how to set it up and things such as that. And that's how you finance it. Option 2 with Apple Card is just pay full price. And once you pay full price, you can do connect to any carrier later. And after you do this, you're going to call Goldman Sachs and ask them to convert that transaction to a monthly installment. And that is the second option in order to finance the phone. The downside to that is you will pay the full price listed here, the full price minus your trade-in upfront for that option. So, all right, I hope that is helpful. We also have 68% voting for Deep Blue, 32% voting for Silver. But that is awesome to see. I'm kind of curious, what other question could we ask? Like, how are people buying? Who their current carrier is? All right, I'm curious. I think we can do this. Who is your current carrier? We'll do AT&T, T-Mobile, Verizon. Oops. And then let's do other. And then this will be MVNO or anything else. Start poll. Curious what you guys are on, what you're looking for here. And it does sound like Deep Blue might be the move. All right, those are all the super chats. So thank you everyone who super chatted. You all are amazing. Let's go back to the live. Let me see if I can rapid fire some questions now. Do comments. Hey, if I wanted to upgrade, but I have Spectrum, you could do the financing option we just talked about. Spectrum might have some deals for existing customers, or you can just do the trade-in through Apple. What happens to hotspot data with unlimited starter on US Mobile when you go over the 10 gigabytes of hotspot on Lightspeed? I believe hotspot is shut off. Yeah, I think it's just shut off. Hotspot is shut off. Do you know if a Darkstar US Mobile SIM will work on a locked Boost mobile phone? Bruh, sadly, I don't think it'll work. I would put money that it will not work. Best current promotion for US Mobile Premium Warp 1 line. How about 2 lines? Do they have family plan discounts? It turns out US Mobile does not offer family plan discounts, but you can do the annual option and the, the best promo is just to trade directly in through Apple. Trade your old device in, buy the new phone at a discount, and stick with US Mobile. That will be the most affordable option for 2 lines. Kid Cuddy, hey Stetson, I got a 14 Pro Max and my battery is around 77%. And I was wondering if I should rock the 14 Pro Max for 2 years more or 17 Pro Max is the move. Kid Cuddy, you are asking the wrong person, my friend. I love getting the newest tech. I love upgrading. I love having that shiny new iPhone. If I were in your shoes, I 100% would trade that device in and get the 17 Pro Max. And the 14, you've had it for 3 years. Like I did the math out. This is a fun mini story. In college, I made a presentation for a class on the optimal time to upgrade your phone. And in my opinion, it's right around that 3-year mark. So I don't follow this, but of course, it's right around that 3-year mark. So upgrading every year, very expensive. Upgrading every 2 years, still pretty expensive, but not as bad. Upgrading every 3 years, you kind of hit this sweet spot where I think for the base iPhone, I calculated it was like $150 per year to upgrade. And basically, it was at the point where your battery was starting to deteriorate. Getting a new phone made sense, and you still got decent trading credit. And so I think that was a sweet spot. Upgrading every 3 years, I think, is the sweet spot. If I'm in your shoes, I'm trading that in. I'm upgrading. I'm going with the prepaid plan. Best carrier to switch to coming from T-Mobile. I'm looking to get a 17 Pro Max. Shane, fabulous question. If you want to stick with T-Mobile coverage, dude, the move right now, Mint Mobile. Check this out. So Mint, they have a promo going on right now where their unlimited plan is 50% off. It's going to be $180 up front for the year, but that is so ridiculously affordable. Now you might be wondering, Stetson, what do you get with the Mint Mobile Unlimited plan? Oh, well, I'm glad you asked. If we go here, and let's just plug that in. And here we go, unlimited annual. Again, regular price, $30 a month, $360 up front for that year. You're getting it 50% off. It comes with truly unlimited high-speed data on the T-Mobile network, exactly what you're used to. It is deprioritized. We just covered, I don't think this matters on the T-Mobile network. I really need to get some benchmarks behind this, put my money where my mouth is, but I don't think it matters. 10 gigs of hotspot, which is perfect in a pinch. 480p video streaming, obviously not ideal, but you can get around this by using a VPN. Unlimited minutes and unlimited texts. Watches and tablets. Actually, don't tell Mint, but I put my Mint SIM in a tablet and it's working great. So anyway, tablets not supported is what I've heard officially. And then some okay international features. But for the price, this cannot be beaten. Shane, if you do want unlimited data and you want to pay month to month, that is where you're going to want to look at US Mobile. And I actually think the starter plan, so the starter plan, $25, 70 gigs. Oh, hang on, this is Dark Star. Let's do Lightspeed. Sorry about that. So US Mobile Lightspeed, this is the T-Mobile network. $25 a month gets you 70 gigs high speed, then unlimited at 1 megabit per second. Plenty for like 95, 99% of people, and 10 gigs of hotspot. If you did want to upgrade that, you could do unlimited premium. This is going to come in at a cool $44 a month, taxes and fees included. Truly unlimited high-speed data right now. It is deprioritized, but 50 gigs of hotspot and 720p video streaming, along with superb international roaming features. Again, this is the #1 plan in my book for international roaming. So that is what I would consider. All right. Nahal Patel, thank you so much for your generosity and support. Best carrier/plan that would activate and work in a cellular modem/router. The goal is to get cheap cell data for when the business ISP is down. Wow, this is a superb question that, candidly, I think my friends over at RV Mobile Internet Resource Center may be able to answer a little bit better. So I'll pull them up for you here. This is just their site, so I'll throw this in the chat. If you are interested in RV internet solutions, this is one of the best resources in the interwebs for that. And they do have some plans that you can compare, like data plans, right? And they have resources like Verizon's business plan, 105 gigs of hotspot data, 50 gigabytes to unlimited, mobile must-have, stuff such as that. Shout out to channel sponsor ISP Tech. They do offer some cellular internet services. Can I just see all of them? Yeah. And some of you may think these are kind of expensive, and the truth is they are kind of expensive. However, when you start looking at plans for routers specifically, it's not that bad. The ones that you might really like, Red. So Red is Verizon, 25 megabits per second for $95 a month, and that's 50 gigs of premium, 250 gigs of managed QCI 9, 300 gigs total. Not bad for $95 a month. Let me see. Here we go. Red Cellular Internet, 100 megabit per second speeds, 136. It's just like so expensive though for your needs backup, but it's truly unlimited. Truly unlimited, not throttle device data. I don't know. Nahil, I wish I had a better, more concrete answer for you, but I would check out RV Mobile Internet Resource Center. I would check out ISP Tech, see if there's something in here that might meet your needs, or just like grabbing a data only plan. Or I think T-Mobile has like a backup internet option, right? 5G backup. Here we go. This is $20 a month with autopay and no voice line required. We're your 5G internet backup basis. This might honestly be the move. With cable co outages up to 28% year over year. That's crazy. I didn't know that. Yeah, that's what I would say. That's what I would say. I hope that's helpful. Lucas, best plan for Canadians. Lucas, I wish I had a better answer for you. I am not up to speed on Canadian plans, but I do have a fun resource for you. So there is a place in, hang on. Oops. Oh gosh. Almost completely left the screen. Yes, we've got it. We've got it. This is for you, Lucas. There's a website called planhub.ca. It's basically like best phone plans, but for all of you wonderful Canadians up there north, you can go and search for plans and figure out the best option for you. It looks like maybe Fizz is pretty good. Fido could be good. Kudo could be good. Definitely check this out. I'm going to throw it in the chat for you, and I hope that is helpful. Thunderflame 27. Can you compare AT&T Next Up Anytime with the $1,000 off trade-in compared to the iPhone upgrade program for the cheapest way to upgrade every year? Man, does the iPhone upgrade program let you do that? Yeah, I guess they do. Oh, dude, I totally have you. How many lines are we talking? One line? I'm going to assume one line, unless I hear otherwise. So for one line, it's actually, it's no competition. Let me just go ahead and make this a little bit longer. Oh, we actually need to go. So upgrading every year. So let me hide your comment for a second here. You're upgrading every year. So we're going to go to the 16 Pro Max trade-in. One line. If you get AT&T Unlimited Starter with Next Up Anytime, this is the second most affordable option. And honestly, could be a great option for a lot of people. You get to upgrade every year. You get to go to a store for help and support. And I think AT&T Unlimited Starter comes with all the features you need. Unlimited high-speed data, 5 gigs of hotspot. It's a great value plan for the price. You could also do Unlimited Extra. That is the 4th most affordable option. Or Unlimited Premium, 5th most affordable option. Let me view, freeze, one column. Perfect. Hide that. If you have AT&T Unlimited Premium, what are we looking at price-wise? Here we go. Cost per year, $1,257, okay? If you got AT&T Unlimited Starter with the iPhone upgrade program, $1,585. You save yourself $250 per year by going with AT&T directly or by doing the trade-in through Apple, whatever you choose, and getting the Next Up Anytime add-on. And you can save even more money by dropping down to that starter plan, right? And this plan, by the way, was the starter plan. And you're like, well, how come this is more expensive? The reason this is so much more expensive is because Apple includes Apple Care Plus with their phone device payment. So instead of $1,199 for the device, the cost is $1,467.84. And so that extra cost really adds up. So if I'm in your shoes, it's way cheaper to do AT&T with Next Up Anytime than it is to do the Apple iPhone upgrade program. I don't think the upgrade program is worth it. So Thunderflame, thank you so much. And I hope that is helpful. That is what you're looking at. And again, this is completely free in the Google Sheet. I'll throw it in the chat if you guys don't have it already. Bam. All right. Oh my God. We've almost been going for 3 hours. That is insane. What about Apple Protection? $19 per month, 3 devices. Do you think this is the best deal? Yeah, Aj, this is crazy. So, on one hand, this is a phenomenal deal. $20 a month to protect all your devices. Amazing. On the other hand, $20 a month, $250 per year is what you're paying to protect your phone. Personally, I think you're much better off, like, grab a case, right? Grab a screen protector, protect your device, and save the money. That's what I would consider doing. I personally do not have Apple Care for any of my devices right now. Actually, that's a lie. I have it for my Mac because I'm hoping the battery dies and I get it replaced for free and I get a new battery. But that is a different story. I think for devices, like, over time, you would probably end up you save yourself $240 per year by not having insurance. If you don't have insurance for 3 years, well, that's enough to buy a brand new phone. And if you don't have insurance for 2 years, like, you could probably cover the cost of accidental damage. And the likelihood that you experience accidental damage is much lower if you're using a case or a screen protector. So, is it the best deal? Yeah, it probably is the best deal. And is it worth it? For most people, probably not. If you like the peace of mind, sure. But the truth is, even if you have it, there are deductions you pay for repairs. And I think you might be better off getting a case. And that's what I would consider doing to save money. Mystic Q says, camera lens protector. I'm against camera lens protectors. I think if you get a case such as this one that has that lip around the camera, you're going to be fine. I would be hesitant to put anything over the actual lenses of the device because I would be afraid that could interfere with image quality and clarity. Maxwell's saying, yeah, just skip insurance, save the money. Damn, I've been paying $13.99 a month for Apple Care. It's not the end of the world, all right? Like, I did pay for Apple Care on my phone when I first got it because I was rocking it caseless. And if you want to rock a phone caseless and not have to worry about paying $500 for a repair, it could be worth it. That said, Apple is saying these phones are supposed to be the most durable ever. So, yeah, you might not need it. What carrier do you recommend for a second line for business, mostly for calls and texts? Smartwatch add-on would be nice, but not required. HK, I got the perfect plan for you. It's going to be from our friends over at US Mobile. So in addition to the unlimited plans, they also have their by the gig plans. Secondary line that I recommend is going to be their 2 gig $10 plan. $10 a month, taxes and fees included. Unlimited talking text with 2 gigs of data. I think this is perfect. Your choice of activating it on Verizon, AT&T, or T-Mobile. It's a great value. If you activate it on Verizon, you will have the option to get the companion plan, which will be $9.50 a month. So basically hitting all your requirements, super affordable, option for the watch line if you want it. And that's, there you go. So hope that's helpful. Oh, Jordan coming in clutch. My checking account includes phone insurance. Yeah, I'm sure there's someone on YouTube who has analyzed the best credit cards for phone insurance. And if someone has not done that, maybe I should do that. But getting phone insurance through your credit card could be another excellent option as well. I really don't think you should be paying that much for it. That's my take. Elemental. iPhone 13 Pro Max on AT&T Value Plus plan. Cheapest option. Oof. All right, so Value Plus. It's an okay plan. It's actually, I'm sorry to say, I think you can get a better plan. I think you deserve a better plan. What is Value Plus? AT&T Value Plus is like this secret plan on the website. It is one of their more affordable plans, but it's not packing the features. So if we do one line, this is $51 a month for unlimited talk and text, deprioritized, and no hotspot data. All right? $51 a month. You can go with, let me find the right Chrome tab here. We have many tabs open from our browsing journey. You can go with US Mobile, Unlimited Premium, Dark Star, AT&T Network. All of a sudden, you're upgrading from unlimited deprioritized data to unlimited priority data. You are upgrading from no hotspot data to 200 gigabytes of fast hotspot speeds. You're upgrading from 480p video streaming to 4K video streaming, and you are saving yourself around $10 per month. If you wanted to save even more money, you can do US Mobile Unlimited Starter, Darkstar, and drop your bill down to under half the price, $25 a month. Still unlimited high-speed data on AT&T. This is deprioritized, so the exact same network experience you have now. So if you feel like it works great, boom, it'll also work great. And 20 gigs of hotspot. The most affordable option for you with your 13 Pro Max is, I mean, we can go to the sheet right now, and let's just collapse this so we get a little bit more space. iPhone 13 Pro Max for one line. It's going to be doing the trade-in directly with Apple and go with the $25 US Mobile Unlimited Starter plan or that $44 US Mobile Unlimited Premium plan. Elemental, those will be your best options. All right, Shavori Jean, thank you so much for your generosity and support. I appreciate you tuning in and for the super chat. Own 15 plus on Spectrum. Free year of service, that'll do it. Looking at the iPhone 17 Pro Max. Oof, so good. Guessing Apple Card financing is the best option with trade-in. Is Mint 12-month unlimited the best if I travel international sometimes? Yeah, so traveling internationally, you do have a couple different options. International travel, I think, comes down to one thing. Do you need to be able to receive text messages while you are abroad? Mint is crazy affordable, and they do have their Mint International Pass. Oops. And honestly, if you're not traveling abroad that frequently, this might be the move. Where it gives you, let me add this to the stream so you can see what I'm looking at. You have 4 options. You have your 1 day, $5, 1 gig of data. Honestly, not bad for a day. 3 days, $10, 3 gigs of high-speed data, 200 minutes to text. Honestly, not bad. 10 days, $20. This is honestly reasonable for an add-on. And the plan cost is so low that, yeah, you'd probably save big time. Yeah. Shavori, I think I'm in your shoes. I'm doing Apple trade-in, right? Just trade your 15 plus into Apple. What are they going to give you for that? 15 plus, dude, that's honestly not bad. 15 plus for $370. If you did want a little bit more money, you could sell it on Swappa. But yeah, trade it in. You could buy directly from Apple. If you wanted to finance, we've covered this a couple times, but to rehash it in 30 seconds, you pre-order, you select the phone you want, the color you want, the storage you want, you select the trade-in you want. If you wanted to finance, you could do finance. You have to have the Apple Card. So you do, sorry, where's that? Apple Card monthly financing. And then you select the T-Mobile option. This one ships unlocked and you can bypass that T-Mobile screen. That's how you finance it if you want. Otherwise, just pay up front. And then, yeah, Mint is probably one of the most affordable options for your first year. If you wanted something that included international roaming, was a little bit more robust in that sense, you may consider US Mobile. That's the only other plan I would look at here. So Mint, so worth considering. For your first year, this is hands down the best offer you can get, no questions asked. Phenomenal value. However, after your first year, this is going up to $30 a month, probably closer to $33 after taxes and fees. And you could consider US Mobile Unlimited Premium and, oops, sorry about that, Lightspeed. This is on the T-Mobile network. And the annual option, this will actually end up being cheaper than Mint. So if you're okay paying up front for a year, this will give you truly unlimited high-speed data, still deprioritized, same as Mint. It'll give you 5 times the hotspot data, going from 10 gigs to 50 gigs, 720p video streaming, and most importantly, includes 200 minutes, 250 texts, and 20 gigabytes of data in 197 supported destinations. So this could be a phenomenal value after your first year of Mint, or month to month, it's $44 a month. So that's what I would suggest you consider. So I hope that's helpful. Yeah, I do think that is the best option. Oh man, so many questions coming in. Let's go. Chame, great to see you. I remember you've been here for a while, so great to see you in the chat. Why didn't Samsung release the Tab S11 lineup with 5G only with Wi-Fi? I don't know. I wish I had the answer. Tablets should have 5G. I think that's the answer. Tommy Shields, what do you think of the iPhone Air? I'm worried it'll face heat issues since it has the same A19 Pro, sans 1 GPU core, but half the cooling. Tommy, this is a great question. I am currently very optimistic on the iPhone 17. Oh, no, I said it. No, I take it back. The iPhone Air, not the 17 Air, the iPhone Air. First of all, the phone itself is very thin, and I think the thinness of the device will help it dissipate heat faster. I also think that while, yes, it's still titanium, with the layout of everything, I don't know. I'm not going to be as concerned about it. Apple also, in addition, so Apple made a big deal out of improving the thermal efficiency of the regular iPhone 17 Pro series, especially with the vapor chamber. That said, the overheating issues we've been having have been with phones with titanium and older generation Apple chips, right? The A18 Pro. So my guess is the A19 Pro is more efficient, will probably perform better thermally at a base level, and then the extra cooling of the Pro models will help it have sustained peak performance for those heavier tasks. I think for everyday use, I don't think the Air is going to have heat issues. Again, I think it'll dissipate faster. I'm also not an expert on thermal dynamics, so don't quote me on that. Like, this could be wrong. I'm realizing this could be horribly wrong. But I think the thinness of the device will help it dissipate heat faster. Someone should check that. I want to like have Gemini look that up. But yeah, I'm stoked on it. I think the design is incredible. Should we get it up here? I love it. Here it is. AI overview. Wow, that's crazy. Bam. Oh, I didn't really want the buy screen. I want the like the marketing screen and how awesome it looks. The thinnest iPhone ever with the power of Pro inside. Look at that. Just incredible. Absolutely incredible. And I love the colors. Every color of the Air looks incredible to me. The black looks incredible. The silver looks incredible. The gold looks incredible. The blue looks incredible. I ordered the blue. I thought it was the best. Anyway, I'm stoked on it. I think people are concerned about battery. They might have a reason to be concerned, but I think Apple will prove them wrong. Look at that. Oh, look, gold looks so, what is that? Light gold, so good. Sky blue looks incredible. Light gold looks incredible. Cloud white looks incredible. Space black, oh, so good. I think with a phone that this thin, I think you want, my hot take here is I think you want a lighter color because the lighter color just feels lighter visually. It's not as heavy on the eyes, if that makes sense, if that's the right description. Damn. Oh, it's like champagne. I love it. I feel like this is a collector's item. All right, I'm getting too into this now. Tommy, thank you for your question. I'm stoked on it. I'm not concerned about it. Richard, your work just awesome. Thanks for what you do. Richard, thank you, my friend. Thank you for watching. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for hitting the like button. And thank you for sharing any one of my videos with one friend. It really does help support my channel and help me do this as somehow a job. It's crazy. Like, it is wild. It is absolutely wild. Kenny, great to see you, my friend. How much would the iPhone 17 Pro 256 gigabyte cost me buying through Apple when trading in an iPhone 14 Pro currently on T-Mobile Go 5G Plus first responder? We got you. We got you, Kenny. We're here. We're going to flip over. Oh, the Air. It's so good. All right, moving over to the iPhone 17 Pro Max. That's what you're asking about. No, just the regular Pro. Oh, even better. That is the right decision. That is what I like to see. So you're rocking it on T-Mobile. You've got Go 5G Plus, but you've got Go 5G Military, which unfortunately does have lower trade-in credit. Looking at the cost here, what are you trading in? Let's go up. Let's edit this. You're trading in a 14 Pro. Bam. Boom. So, I just updated the plans. iPhone 14 Pro trade-in for an iPhone 17 Pro on Go 5G Plus, first responder, you will get $800 of total trading credits. Doing the deal through Apple, which is 100% what you want to do, you'll get $315 of instant trading credit for your iPhone 14 Pro. You're going to finance $784, and you're going to get $285 of T-Mobile bill credits. It's going to cost you $500 net, which is $20.80 over 24 months. that is your answer. That is your answer. And honestly, not a bad deal. Not a bad deal. So I hope that's helpful. Max says, I love my Amex Business Platinum. Tons of stuff, including phone protection, travel perks, and $10 wire. Wait a minute, Max. How come I don't have this? This sounds incredible. I should probably sign. Do you get a referral bonus? Definitely send that to me. I have not been min-maxing my credit cards, you guys. I wish I was following this conversation, but there you go. Let Petrus, best way to get data when traveling internationally on a carrier. I've used T-Mobile data passes, but not sure what to use if I switch. Heard Saley, but are there better? Just need data, no call, text needed. Yeah, so there are a couple great options. I'll give you 3. So number 1, very popular, Airlo is a marketplace for buying international eSIMs. You can kind of pick your country. Let's just do France. They're pretty good. Sometimes a little bit more expensive, but 20 gigs for $23. That's honestly not bad at all. Or 10 gigs for $16, 5 gigs for $10. Like, that's great. For a trip, you're going to be fine. Option number 2, this website called esimdb.com, esimdatabase.com. We can do France again. This is sort of an aggregator, and it compares options from a bunch of different plans. We got Link eSIM, we got Yoho Mobile, AirHub. Zero idea of the quality of these, but super affordable prices, right? $5. eSIM X, iRomi, Global eSIM. Yeah, so a bunch of different options. There was another one that I can't remember the name of right now that could also be worth it, but it escapes me. So I hope that is helpful. Definitely check those out. Check reviews on the App Store. Hang on. Maybe I can find it just by going to the App Store right now. Speaking of the App Store, if you guys haven't downloaded the free Coverage Map app, check it out. It's free. Why not? 4.7 stars. Got to promote my own app sometimes. All right. App Store. And I'll just search eSIM and see what comes up. Nomad, that could be another one. Simly, Saley could be good, like you mentioned. Roamless. I mean, there's so many. Holofly, Instabridge, GigSky. I think they may have been the ones who reached out to me. Yeah, I think it was GigSky. I'll give them a plug, even if they didn't. Yeah, best way to stay connected. You can see, let's do France again. And boom. 1 gig, 7 days, $5. Bunch of different options. So I hope that's helpful. All right, we have so many more chats coming in. You guys are phenomenal. Zahir, thanks for the Excel share. If I wanted US Mobile Unlimited and Apple Care Plus and upgrade iPhone Pro Max every year with the least hassle, would iPhone upgrade program still be the cheapest? Using Boost Mobile $25 a month for the iPhone upgrade program, then cancel Apple Watch plan too. Ooh. Yeah, that might be the move. Not going to lie. With Boost Mobile's $25 plan, I mean, we can do that right now. We're going to do this on the fly. Let's duplicate this. Insert row below. Copy. Paste. Hopefully that works. And then Boost. What changes here? So the phone buyouts not going to change. Cost per year is not going to change. Bill credits. The plan is what's going to change. Let's call it, what, $27 a month? I think that seems reasonable. Yeah. Wow. Cost per year, sort A to Z. I mean, I think with the least hassle, and you want Apple Care Plus? I mean, Apple Care Plus adds 100, what is that? Oh, you guys can't even see this. Ma B. Apple with the trade-in is more affordable, but you're not getting Apple Care Plus with this. And I think Apple Care Plus is only... Let's add this over. Bam. Apple Care. I want to see the pricing. Give me the pricing for iPhone. All model pricing, because it's different. You have the Pro. $14 a month. Annually $140. Let's say you do $13.99 times 12. $167. Holy smokes. That's so much money. That's crazy. I remember when it was all just $10. Good times. Good times, everybody. Good times. Annually. Well, I mean, oh, this is with theft and lost. Do they have like the non-theft and lost? Did they get rid of it? Oh my God, let me zoom out so I can see this. iPhone. Huh. That's crazy. It looks like they got rid of the option that doesn't have theft and loss protection. I'll be danged. All right, we're gonna go for the $14 a month. So 14 times 12, what did I say? $168. So we add 168 to 519. Oh. $687. It is almost exactly the same price. So choice is yours. Depends probably on what plan features you want. Personally, I would lean towards doing Apple trade-in with a $25 plan, because then you could do like boom, visible, do their truly unlimited. This will actually end up being a little bit more expensive, but the plan is better. Truly unlimited high-speed data with truly unlimited hotspot data and priority data. This would be a better value overall in terms of the plan. I guess, let me rephrase that. This would be more expensive, but the plan gives you more features. Whereas the Boost Mobile plan, it will end up being cheaper with Boosts. I don't know why I put Boost Starter. Boost Unlimited. This will be cheaper after Apple Care. So, I mean, look, both options are great. Kind of up to you, I would say. iPhone upgrade program would be one of the more affordable options with Boost Mobile's plan, and if you cancel the watch. But if you wanted, like, it's only going to come with 30 gigs of high-speed data, and so if you wanted additional data, boom, Visible Plus, or honestly, US Mobile with their unlimited starter. This is unlimited, truly unlimited high-speed on the AT&T network, so that's another option too. So I hope that's helpful. Big Vic, I'm more worried about the modem that's in the air. The Apple C1X, I mean, realistically, so I had the iPhone, I still have it. I'm going to do a modem test. That's number one thing I'm doing. I've been planning that. I have locations picked out. It's going to be epic. I'm excited to test it. We'll see. They say it's better than the Apple C1 and better than the chip that was in the iPhone 16 series. Granted, they kind of nerfed what was in the iPhone 16 series by not giving us the full Qualcomm. It was what? The X75 was the flagship, and they threw in like this modified X71 or something. So I'm optimistic. If they're on par with this, I'm optimistic. You must work for Apple or have worked for Apple. Your video about the best place to buy a phone is spot on. Fellow fruit stand worker. Hey, Lucky Dog Gaming, I appreciate it. I would have loved to have worked at Apple. I absolutely love going to the Apple retail stores. Just so fun seeing the products on display and chatting with everyone, and the vibes are always great. I love tech. It turns out I never worked at Apple. I did work, this is another bit of fun lore, I did work at my on-campus computer repair store, and I became an Apple certified Mac technician. And I was doing battery replacements, where we would open the bottom case up and swap out the battery, or display replacements, working inside of MacBook Pros, MacBook Airs, all of that stuff. So never worked at Apple directly, but did have some experience in a repair shop, which was super cool. I can't even believe I did that. Yeah, how time flies. No, just passionate about it and helping people. So there you go. Lucky Dog Gaming back at it. Boost Mobile doesn't qualify for iPhone upgrade program. You need the big three. Wait, did they change that? To confirm, last year they did qualify. So this will go back to Oh man, Francisco, I think I missed this. So I will get back to you on that. Did I miss anything? Here we go. Francisco, I'll get back to you. Zahir, this is back to you. If you're on the iPhone upgrade program with Boost, you might be able to keep it. Don't quote me on that, but that's my understanding. We want to go to iPhone upgrade program. Let me add this in. All right. Okay. This says works with your carrier, so maybe I'm mistaken, but it does appear you can activate with AT&T, Boost Mobile, T-Mobile, or Verizon, and you can easily do that too. What if we go to the purchase page? Do I still have that tab up? I want to... Let's do edit. No trade in? No. We'll trade it in. Only at Apple. Nope, that's not it. Let's do no trade in. We want to do the iPhone upgrade program. I'd like to enroll. And yeah, okay, it does. It does look like Boost is an option here, all right? You can do Boost. And it's $61.16. And it comes with Apple Care plus Theft and Lost. That's crazy. Interesting, only $11.20 though. So I think they're doing the annual plan or whatever, option they have. That's not bad. That's not bad. So there you go. All right, friend Cisco, thank you so much for your patience. Line 1, unlimited starter SL at 31 with next up anytime, 16 Pro installment, 10 out of 36. Line 2, unlimited premium, 36 a month, 13 Pro paid off, wanting the 17 Pro, cheaper plans to do signature member, and 5 lines. Do I leave my fams AT&T? I think you stick. I think the answer is you stick, and I can show you why. So it sounds like 13 Pro and 16 Pro. I'm going to assume you like to upgrade every year. If this isn't accurate, you can just check the sheet yourself and kind of compare things. But I think it is worth sticking. So if you have 5 lines, right? This is actually showing you cost per line. And you can see, nope, hang on, we got to go to 1 year. 1 year. And line 1, line 2, line 3, line 4, line 5. AT&T Unlimited Starter with Next Up Anytime is the single most affordable option for upgrading your iPhone every single year with 5 lines. And then Unlimited Extra, not that far behind. And if you have Premium with the signature discount, which means it's the same cost as Extra, it's the second most affordable option. So, yeah. If I'm in your shoes, I 100% stick. You have the signature discount. You're getting a good deal. There's going to be no activation charges when you activate a new device. And you're getting some of the most affordable options. I mean, if you wanted to leave, it would be it'd be more, well, this is kind of no, it's the same price. Yeah, it'd be more expensive. $800 basically. And you're getting it for like $574 versus $657. Right? And you can see that $800 up here. So I would stick. The answer is I think you stick and you enjoy it. So I hope that's helpful. Campy. Whoa, coming back. Thanks for all the help earlier. I just grabbed the US Mobile promo for Darkstar Unlimited, $299 annual. Deal ends in 45 minutes. Going to pay off AT&T and trade in my 15 Pro Max on Friday. Let's go! That is awesome, Campy. I'm excited to hear it. I'm excited to hear it. You can't Apple Card monthly installment base iPhone. Yes, that is an important caveat that we haven't touched on yet. You cannot do the secret hack to getting an unlocked iPhone or financing an unlocked iPhone doesn't work for the base phones. So that's worth noting. Francisco, I want to upgrade every like 3 years, not loving AT&T service. Oh, well, if you're not loving AT&T, then dude, you should switch 100%. Upgrade every 3 years. We'll amend this right now. Are you going to switch everyone or just your line? I mean, if you want to switch just your line, just grab any $25, literally grab any premium plan you want to, and you can upgrade every 3 years, and it's the most affordable option, $45 or less. Yeah. If you wanted to move all 5 lines, AT&T will be still the cheapest. You can also grab any plan, $25 or less, and that's going to be The third, that'll be the most affordable non-AT&T option. This is going to be like Mint Mobile, US Mobile, Metro by T-Mobile will have a $25 per line option. Yeah, that's what I would do. Otherwise, T-Mobile Experience More isn't going to be that bad, and this will be a pretty good flagship experience on, on T-Mobile. But it is kind of worth doing a little bit of math out. I don't have all the plans here. I guess I should have all the plans here. Maybe work on it. Daniel, hey, is this spreadsheet shared? It is. It'll be in the comments section once I officially end this stream, which has been going for over 3 hours. This is one of the longest streams I think I've ever done, so I hope that is helpful. But there's the free sheet. Duplicate it, copy it, check my math. I mean, there's some complicated stuff going on here, like cost per year. If there's a phone buyout, right, the financing term, if there's a buyout. Look at this equation. Do you see this? If and K50 doesn't equal 0 and P50 equals 0, then do this. Like, absolutely madness. So feel free to check it, but I have pretty high confidence. It seems to be accurate every time I spot check it, and the numbers seem to make sense. So there you go. Appreciate you. You're insane for this, bro. Daniel, I got you, man. I'm here. I'm trying to help people save money. Spread the word. Throw the video a like if you enjoy it. Do you think Boost Mobile is going away? I saw their parent company, EchoStar, selling Spectrum to Starlink for $17 billion, and I saw a Reddit post about their native network being migrated to AT&T network. Yeah, 100%. So Boost Mobile brand, here to stay, at least for the time being. I think there is at least some value in the brand. They're going to keep the brand around. The native network, right? If you go to Coverage Map, it's going to be so sad, you guys. If you go to the Coverage Map website, coveragemap.com, and click Launch Map, and you actually go in to the signal strength map and you go to Boost Mobile, this native network, this is going to get shut down. I've heard, I can't remember where, it was either Reddit or X or maybe for my friend Max. They are migrating all customers to AT&T, and they're going to have that done by Halloween, I think is what they said. So all customers will be migrated, and this network, poof, gone, shut down. But we did get some cool data for it, that's for sure. Speed test, Boost Mobile. Look at that. It was so cool. It was so cool. For yearly upgrades where the carrier pays 50% of your installments, can only be redeemed through Big Three. The first iPhone can be purchased from Apple. Oh, that is interesting. That is interesting. The first iPhone can be purchased from Apple. I think Boost does allow annual upgrades, though. Don't quote me on that. But there you go. Bored, love your vids. Appreciate it. Appreciate you. I feel bad, TBH, because I never got the experience the Boost native network, even though their tower is like 1 mile away from me. That's funny. I wouldn't feel too bad, though. I think it was fast, but it was because no one was on it. Voodoo 1013, glad to be part of this record-breaking stream. We are gonna have to stop this though. Like I need to go to bed. You guys are amazing. We'll do a couple more questions and I'll end on the 20 here. So here, would you be interested in doing a live call with one of your viewers so they can explain the devices and plans they're on? You suggest better alternatives. Some of us have complex needs. Might be open to that. 24-hour stream. Tommy, that is insane. Some people, no, it's not worth it. I follow Brian Johnson. I'm big on sleep. I'm big on circadian rhythm right now. So I definitely will be passing out and then using the spreadsheet to make the actual video, because the video will get more views than this. I mean, we've had a bunch of people here, but the video will do will do better than that. So here, yeah, just email me, stetson@bestphoneplans.net, and I will try to help you out as best as I can. And forgive me if I'm delayed, because sometimes I get a lot of emails. Jeffrey, we have another super chat. Thank you, my friend. What is the best option to upgrade? I have T-Mobile Simple Choice 4 lines for $120. All phones paid off. 12, 12 Pro, 13 Pro Max, Galaxy Note 20. All right, first things first. 4 phones for $120. You're paying $30 per line per month. I think your plan is such a good value, you can stick with it. That means your best option will simply be, for the Note 20, I would consider doing a trade-in deal with T-Mobile, see how much credit they would give you. For all of the Apple devices, I think your best option is to go ahead, keep your current plan, and just let me find the page. Nope. And just go ahead and do that trade-in directly through Apple, right? I mean, I don't think T-Mobile will give you $300 tops for your plan. And actually, wait, now that I say that out loud, 12 Pro. So 12, 140, 12 Pro, 170, 13 Pro Max. Okay, 13 Pro Max, trade this one into Apple. 13 Pro Max, trade into Apple. For the 12 and 12 Pro, I think T-Mobile might give you $300 for. Let's find out. Let's find out. So let's go to this tab. See deals, T-Mobile. I think if we do T-Mobile, let's do iPhone 12. It might not qualify. And I think we have to do the like, Go 5G Essentials, all the older plans. They'll give you $150 for it, is what I'm seeing here. Versus Apple. Oops, someone zoomed in. Shoot. All right, this is an Apple logo. That's not what I'm looking for. This has an Apple logo. Is this what I'm looking for? Yes. The 12. 140? Nah. Do everything through Apple. Jeffrey, that's the move. 12 Pro, 13 Pro Max. Trade all of those into Apple. Galaxy Note 20. Maybe do that one through T-Mobile because I don't know how much that one's worth. But do everything else through Apple. Get the credit. Buy the phone unlocked. Or finance it if you so choose. That will be your best deal. That will be your best deal. AT&T does, look, Tommy's on it. AT&T does any year, any condition for trade-ins for the Note 20, so you should be good. Where is Jeffrey? You're welcome. Where was the liquid glass question? Yeah, I wasn't into the liquid glass, to be honest. When are you updating your app to iOS 2016 support liquid glass? Unfortunately, I don't think we have plans for that right now. I know what you're talking about, like the menu bar at the bottom, right? Yeah, I don't think we will be able to do that, unfortunately. We want to do some other things first. So for the coverage map app, yeah, I mean, like what would it look like? What would it do? Unfortunately, I think we're going to keep it as is for right now. Our main priority, so this is the app. We don't quite have liquid glass. Our main priority is actually going to be rebuilding the map tab. You might have noticed that the map tab, it's actually loading an embedded web browser. Let me not show my location on stream. Let's zoom out a bit. It's loading an embedded web browser. And it's not the best experience. We want to make this a way better experience. So I think we're going to rebuild the map tab using something more native. That's a priority for us. So liquid glass, sad to say, probably not coming anytime soon. Do you need a good credit score to get any of the big three? They do a soft credit check. What is the worst iPhone carrier deal trick that people might fall into? I mean, buying the device from the carrier directly, getting one of the most expensive plans. Like, here's the thing. When you upgrade your phone, makes a difference in terms of what deal is best for you. If you upgrade every 3 years, let's do 4 lines, 3 years. I really got to fix this. 3 lines. There, 4 lines, every 3 years, unlimited starter, and then T-Mobile Essentials, T-Mobile Experience More, right? Essentials, Experience More. Remember that. If we do every year and we have 4 lines, all of a sudden, Experience Beyond is more affordable than T-Mobile Essentials and T-Mobile Experience More. So the trick is really figuring out how often you like to upgrade, how many lines you have, and really picking the best plan for your specific needs. Ooh, Tommy's saying something good too. Verizon's iPhone early upgrade promotion doesn't give you trade-in eligibility, so you're paying full price for your next phone. Bad move. Yeah, that is a bad move. I agree with that. Kid Cudi, do you think the T-Mobile bypass activation will work this year? I do think that. I don't think they really care that much, to be honest. Maybe it's eating into T-Mobile's allotment of phones, but you're buying from Apple. Actually, no. Someone explained this on I think it was X today on Twitter. They said all iPhones in the box are unlocked. And it's during the activation process that the iPhone communicates with Apple's server and says, hey, I'm being activated. I'm being activated on T-Mobile. Like, what profile is for me? And the server goes, oh, hey, you're activating on T-Mobile. Here's the profile for you. Here's what you should follow. And then the phone follows that. And if it's a finance agreement like AT&T's installment plan, it'll be locked to AT&T. And if it's not, if it's anything else, then it'll be unlocked. And so I think they're fine. Tommy's told me that before. Boom, Tommy's on it. He's on it. And Fake Chris is saying, yeah, you can sometimes switch carriers and get credits. So, Nick, what are your thoughts on the iPhone 17 Pro Max Orange? I ordered today and I'm kind of regretting it. Nick, a lot of people love Orange. I'm not an Orange fan. Speaking of which, I did have a poll going. Interesting. 35% of you are on, wow, T-Mobile. This is so fascinating. This is so fascinating. 35% of you are on a prepaid carrier. And 30% of you are on T-Mobile. A lot of T-Mobile viewers in the chat. Welcome. Welcome. No, I don't have any trustworthy unlocking sites. All right. I think we're going to call it there before I pass out. 3 hours, 21 minutes, and 21 seconds. You all are amazing. I wish you the absolute best when it comes to getting your iPhone pre-orders. I have been testing out Pixel, and, we got off to a rocky start, but I think the video will be good. And, yeah, it's been fun. All right. Yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your Monday. And the table, if you didn't see the link for it, I'm going to be putting it in the video description once this ends. I am not going to add timestamps immediately or potentially at all. Tommy, I'll send you my hate list and you can let me know. It's mostly Gemini. Realistically, it's just been so frustrating. Like, what do I use my phone for? For texting my friends. Like, texting my friends, email, things like that. And I've just had so many weird things with Gemini where it didn't recognize my friend Heather in my contacts. I tried to text my friend Austin and it didn't send a message. It said something weird. It can't send group texts. And I'm like, what are we doing? This is supposed to have the best on-device AI model available, and I can't even text my friends. So that's been really frustrating. I do think I'm going to try switching to the Galaxy S25 Ultra because this might sound crazy, but I'm kind of loving One UI 7. It looks similar to iPhone, so maybe that's why. People like what they're familiar with, and so if it's similar to iPhone, then maybe I'll like it more. Anyway, yeah, I think you're right. I might have missed your reply, but I'm sorry. All right, that's it. I'm going to end this. You guys are amazing. Thanks so much. Have an awesome Monday, an awesome week, and enjoy getting your new iPhones on Friday. I'm still torn between silver and dark blue, but you guys seem to like dark blue, so maybe I'll pick that one up. We'll see. All right, take care. Bye.